MJ Morning Show on Q105. What's up, folks? MJ and the crew. It is 6 o'clock. Thanks for being an early adopter of the MJ Morning Show. We highly appreciate it. Hey, did anyone almost run into that traffic cone in the middle of the road with the new depression on the street right before you get to our parking lot? Suddenly, cone!
The pothole is back.
Yeah, it is, man. That could be an indication of a sinkhole to hell at some point. And it's like in a dark part. There's like no street light nearby. So I round the corner, and as we get into our office park, there is a new depression, like a new sinkhole in the road. And there's a traffic cone, and it's right in the middle of the road. So you make the turn, and it's dark. There's no street light. And suddenly I'm like, what the hell is that? And, there's an orange traffic cone right in the middle of the road, marking a new depression where the street is sinking.
Not good.
Yeah, you saw that. I mean, clearly you saw it this morning, right?
No, I didn't. What are you talking about?
She comes a different direction than we do.
Oh, how do you still come in off a fourth?
Yes, I do.
She turns at the McDonald's, right?
I turn at the right before you get to the main light where you guys go left. I'm very bad with directions, guys.
Okay.
She takes the way that we used to take.
Oh, instead of coming straight down MLK, underneath Gandhi, and then making a turn. Gotcha.
Yes, and Froggy, yes, I do turn right at the McDonald's off of 4th Street. Correct. Yes.
So she comes into the back of the building and parks by.
Well, let's not give out all of that information.
Well, but the deal is,
she parks next to the handicap spot.
well, first of all, I don't know why you park there. It's much safer to park where I park.
But it's quicker.
So, it doesn't matter. It is not. It is not safer. It is safer to park where I park. Anyway, so Fester, you saw the new sinkhole in the road, right? How long is it going to take for them to fix that? Because last time we had a sinkhole, it was like months. Hey, Andrew, how long was it when we had the last sinkhole, like a year and a half ago?
Yeah, it took several months to get someone to finally do it. I think it's the same people who do our elevator.
MJ, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Sinkholes and elevators.
Today's the day for
That's a hell of a business model right there. Sinkhole and elevator repair.
In this state,
All right, so Fester, you almost ran into it, right?
almost plowed right into it. Jammed the brakes. I had a car behind me. Another morning show person was behind me, and I'm like, stop.
That would have been great if you got rear-ended by another morning show person. So, you saw that nobody won that Mega Millions thing. So, again, it just shows you how tough it is for these jackpots to get this big, for the Powerball to get to over $1 billion a couple of weeks back, and then finally there was a winner, another winner in California and the Los Angeles area. It just shows, what was it, 30, 40, 50, whatever. There's a lot of consecutive drawings with no winner in Powerball. That's how it got to over $1 billion. And no one's come forward. Remember, we talked about that phony baloney lady that went into the store and started screaming. And it was believed from the beginning the lady was full of crap. And I assumed she was full of crap. And it seems that she was full of crap. And then, remember, with the Mega Millions, I think I've got the story here which says how many consecutive drawings. There hasn't been like a winner since April or something. It's been a long time.
Was it like 70 drawings or something like that? Or
well, which one? I'm talking about Mega Millions now.
Me too.
All right. So here's the deal. But the point is how bad the odds are that you have so many tens of millions of people that are playing this lottery with so many tickets being sold, and you still don't have a winner. So the update is, and this is from 2 a.m. this morning, Mega Millions jackpot grows to $1.2 billion after no winner on Tuesday. The Mega Millions jackpot increased to an estimated $1.25 billion after no one beat the odds Tuesday night and won the massive lottery prize. The winning numbers drawn 8, 24, 30, 45, 61. The yellow ball, we might want to get that checked out, is a 12.
The other one's a red ball. I mean, both of them really don't seem very healthy.
Is there a blue one?
Why would you?
What does that mean?
I don't get it.
All of the primary colors.
We don't get it.
Red, yellow, and blue.
Why would there be a blue ball? Can you explain that to us?
The primary colors.
Yeah. All right. So, the primary colors are, yellow's not a primary.
Yes, it is.
Red, green, blue? Or
Yeah, those are the three primary
colors. Yellow
colors.
and blue is a mixed color, yes. Yeah.
All right. So no one won. Tuesday night's drawing for the $1.1 billion was the 30th straight without a winner. So 30th straight drawing without a winner. With the number of people that play these mega lotteries, 30 drawings and no winner, it just shows you, how crappy the odds are. Like I said, whatever you're spending on Powerball or in this case Mega Millions, I spent $30. I had $30 in the game last night. I might as well just take that $30 and light it on fire. Or throw it out the window while I'm on the Howard Franklin Bridge coming. Just a 20 to 10. I just throw it out the window. Essentially, those represent the odds. So let's see. So the next drawing is when? I lose track.
So the next drawing is going to be on Friday?
So Friday night.
Yep.
Mega Millions next drawing and an estimated 1.25 billion. I'm sure the number will climb a little more because the frenzy for people to buy tickets. And then you get all these people that are like, oh my God, and they're dreaming about what they're going to do when they win. I mean, come on. I mean, somebody does eventually win, but the odds are just ridiculous. Now, will I drop another $30 for Friday night's drawing? I don't know.
What's the point?
Yeah, I know. Really?
Stupid. Rube.
So who in the room bought tickets? I bought Mega Millions.
Not me.
You did not?
No.
All right, so
Not a big gambler.
right, Roxanne. Well, I wouldn't call that really gambling. So Roxanne's out. Listen, if you're meeting your bookie at Beef O'Brady's to pay him for all of your Sunday games that you lost, that's a gambling problem.
Or if you have your morning show sidekick meet the guy at Beef O'Brady's. Tuesday was payday and Wednesday was collect day. That's how that used to work.
Yeah.
Just in time for Thursday night college football.
Yeah. Fester was BJ's
bookie or guy.
I was the runner.
He was the runner.
The runner.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Then Froggy. So Roxanne, you didn't buy Mega Millions.
No, but I've been involved in gambling before.
Now, Froggy, you said you didn't buy it either.
No, I've never bought a lottery ticket.
All right, and then Fester, were you in on last night's Mega Millions?
Oh yeah, I was. You bet I was.
To what tune? How much?
$20.
Oh, you were in for $20.
I was in for 20. Yeah, that's it.
So you bought 5 games.
No, I don't do the plus one. I got 10 tickets.
10 tickets.
Tickets are $2 each.
Right.
So I got $20.
Oh, okay.
Worth. Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. All right, we're just getting rolling here, folks. It's going to be a busy, was this Wednesday? Yeah. Busy Wednesday here on the MJ Morning Show. Don't move. Hey, Pat, what's going on? Froggy's going to yell at me for a HIPAA violation. I guarantee it. Next. 5 at 6:20 here on a Wednesday morning. MJ and the crew. Hey, Froggy, you just walked back into the studio. You didn't happen to hear what I said right at the beginning of the Steve Winwood Higher Love song, did you?
No, I was meditating in the back.
All right, so you did not hear anything. You literally just walked in and you were unexposed to Q105 for the last 5 minutes or so.
Unfortunately, yes. There's
Okay.
no speaker back there where I like to meditate in the morning.
I just thought I'd point something out. All right, so I want to talk about your medical ailments for a second. Your IBS.
No, we're not going to talk about my that's a HIPAA violation. I'm looking at faster. It said hippo.
I told you, Froggy.
You're
was
going to
gonna-
know
yeah.
that you can't talk about my medical. You can't talk about anybody's medical issues.
Dude, you talk about your medical issues. We have a jingle about your medical issues. Hold on a sec. We've got the Froggy IBS
I
jingle.
don't have IBS. It was bleeding ulcers. All right.
All right, so wait a minute. You're telling me that my jingle now is erroneous after all these years? Hold on. Here's the jingle. Listen.
Where is Froggy? Can you guess? In the John with IBS.
That goes back, 12, 15 years, that jingle? That is an old jingle. So you're telling me that you have found out that you don't have IBS?
No, remember back in the day, it turns out I just had something simple, like 2 bleeding ulcers in my stomach.
Oh,
So
simple.
something simple.
Yeah.
And I bled out.
The great
Almost.
irony of that jingle is his third best friend is named John.
No, I bled out that day almost. I had to be rushed to the hospital.
Hold on. What was
When?
that?
At home or here?
At home. You
I'm
don't
about to say-
remember when I was vomiting and pooping blood?
Listen,
MJ.
Froggy,
Oh,
do
my gosh.
we need to hear? What is wrong with you?
All right.
It was
People don't
remember
need to
I
hear
took-
that at 6:22 in the morning.
I took 10 Excedrin a day for like 25 years.
Well, because also you have your migraine
And I had
issue.
my migraine. It's just nonstop.
Oh my God! So the stomach issue, the
Led to
migraine
migraines,
issue.
led to the stomach, led to the...
All right, well, I want to talk about your migraines now.
No! I don't want to.
You know, maybe you have those migraines because you yell all the time.
Yeah, maybe because
Such an angry
you're
person.
wound up like
I am very wound up today, and I don't want to talk about my medical issues. I try not to think about them.
Well, this could be very beneficial because a blast of air up your nose
Yeah.
might stop migraines, according to a new study. What do you mean? Yeah,
You don't
like,
think I knew that?
you don't know that.
I always blow cold air from my hairdryer up my nose. Of course. I use cold air to get rid of my headaches. I used to use hot air until I realized cold air works better.
Oh, that wait, whoa, hang on a minute.
So there's a story, right? Is that what you're thinking?
A story.
What are you saying? There's a story. What?
A Froggy using a hairdryer in a hotel, and the people thought the room was on fire or something.
Yeah, well, that's different.
Or they woke you up in the middle of the
I
night.
had
Well,
a migraine that night.
Hang on a minute. I recall, and you've told this numerous times, and I don't know if you still do this,
Yes, I do.
but you have told us over the years that you have to fall asleep with a hairdryer running in your bed.
No, not on my bed. It has to be blowing on my face or on my crotch. Seriously.
One of the two.
We stop.
I'm serious. You should try it. It's really relaxing.
What do you have, crotch con air?
No, it's just nice. It's like
Crotch
I
air.
had one of my buddies is like, "What are you doing? What are you talking about?" And I had laid him down in my bed. Well, it sounds kind of weird.
Oh, yeah.
And I go, look how good it feels. And I turn on the hairdryer, and he's like, "Oh, that is nice." He almost fell asleep right there.
Froggy has brought this up numerous times over the years on the show that he has to fall asleep with a hairdryer in his bed. Or where do you put the hairdryer to blow the air in your face? And then once you fall asleep, who the hell turns the hairdryer off?
I have a hairdryer holder that points it to my head.
Is it like wire or something? Where you
Yeah, it's like a.
Hold on.
a
You're
base.
still stop. You're still falling asleep every night with a hairdryer bedside blowing into your face?
Yes, every night.
Who
And my
who-
legs and my crotch.
Who turns it off?
Sometimes I fall asleep with it and leave it on, and it falls like to the side of the bed. And sometimes I just fall asleep, and then I'm like, "Oh wait," and I wake up and take it off.
Well, that's good. It's not a fire
Sometimes it
hazard
just
or anything.
rolls all night, like in the hotel. It
Come
fell
on. Your wife, Kim, puts up with a
She
hairdryer
hates
running?
it. She hates it. But you know what? I gotta sleep.
Why don't you just get a fan?
I have a fan going too. I have 2 fans.
and a
I'm being
hairdryer.
blown from all
What the
kinds of
hell
sides.
does your bedroom look like?
I spend the entire night getting blown by different winds.
all over.
All
So
right.
yeah,
Well,
what's the big deal?
the reason why I'm bringing this up is there's a new treatment which could be beneficial for countless people with migraine problems. Researchers have used some type of a device that blows a stream of air up your nose to cool the nerves at the back of the nose. And they're saying that those nerves are contributory to migraines. And if you blow the cool air right up your nose to hit the nerves up, all jammed up in the back, that it can relieve migraines within minutes.
I feel like I'm more prone to headaches. I don't really get migraines, but headaches, just if you're hot and bothered, you're going to get a headache. Okay.
Well,
So then
wait a
cool.
second.
Obviously, you've never had a real headache.
Wait a minute. What did you say?
It's just where the expression hot and bothered comes from. So you know what I mean? Like warmth and heat generally makes you feel more, sick, headachy.
See,
whatever.
I don't know if I've ever had a migraine. See,
If you don't know, then you haven't had one.
yeah, I don't think I've ever had a migraine because I'm not prone to headaches. I just don't. I can't tell you the last time I had a headache.
You're lucky.
I don't get headaches, so I probably have never had a migraine.
Lucky you. There was a rapper, I forget his name, but he's a very popular rapper right now, and he got rushed to the hospital from a cluster headache, and his eyeballs were like swollen. He was like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Hold on,
Like,
what's a cluster headache?
cluster headache is like
You're a cluster bleep,
the
but
suicide headache.
what?
So when that's so bad you want to kill yourself. I forget the rapper's name, but he was getting rushed to the hospital, and he's like, I got something called a cluster headache, and his eyeballs were like swollen shut. Might be something else.
Hold on, the eyeballs were popped out or swollen shut?
Swollen shut. Like they were just like
They were swollen and then
you couldn't. He's like, I can't see, I can't move.
This medical device is called the Cool Stat Transnasal Thermal Regulating Device, and it cools a bundle of nerves called the sphenopalatine ganglion,
okay.
or the SPG. The procedure could help many people that suffer with migraines who are not getting relief from typical migraine therapies. Wow. So I wonder if you just get a can of that air blast, like the computer keyboard. Seriously.
Oh, no,
Yeah, why not?
You just get the
computer duster.
Exactly, the dust off. Just a computer air blower
Is that
cleaner.
cold air though?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
guess what? If you turn it upside down, man. Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, it's like what is that? It's a Freon in there. Or
Yeah, I was
whatever.
just gonna say, I think there are chemicals in there. Don't advise that. No.
Yeah, but a can of air. I think that's a brand, Can of Air. But Froggy, what I'm thinking is maybe we ought to get a can of air here in the studio when you complain of a migraine. And usually, it comes with that little like red WD-40 straw, right?
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
The little straw.
Yeah, to get in the keys and the spaces in the keyboard.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
in
yeah.
this case, that's what goes up your nose.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so I'm going to jam that up Froggy's nose. I don't think we need to buy this Cool Stat Transnasal Thermal Regulating device. I don't think we need to. I'm just going to go get a can of air, and you put a little tilt on it, and you turn it upside down. And if you ever turn a can of air upside down, folks, you know this. I'm sure many of you have used it. If it's upside down or sometimes on an angle, you get that kind of the blast of Arctic freeze, and it'll even put that little frostiness for a couple of seconds onto the surface that you're hitting. That's it, man. For all you, we can do this a whole lot cheaper than buying the Cool Stat Transnasal Thermal Regulating Device. Dude, why don't you thank me for finding some medical story that could be beneficial to
I've
you?
already handled my headaches. My headaches have been taken care of, luckily.
With what?
Vodka.
And hair dryers.
No, I've been on medication for my migraines for a while.
So, are you talking about the rapper I Show Speed?
Yes. I show speed.
Can I play the? Oh my God, his eye! It looks like he was stung by wasps.
Yeah, there's audio of him on the way to the hospital. All his friends are with him, and he's like, "I think I'm dying." And it's just from a.
Dude, how did you see? Where do you see this? This is
Dude,
some
I'm all up in the internet. You know me.
This is some obscure rapper.
Yeah, but this just happened.
Yeah, this is yesterday's news.
YouTuber iShowSpeed
He's a streamer.
is recovering from cluster headaches thanks to fans. The popular American YouTuber has been diagnosed with cluster headaches.
I never heard of cluster headaches before.
He shared a clip on Instagram. He wrote, "Thanks for y'all prayers."
That's really sincere.
There's a clip of him in the hospital. Is it there or no? Because he's like,
Is that
Is
just
that-
a, is
look
that
at
just
his head, his
I know-
face.
Oh, I know.
Poor guy.
That's crazy.
that's from a headache, dude.
I didn't know that a headache could look like you got punched in the face by that. Who's that UFC dude that throws chairs at buses?
Conor McGregor?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what else headaches can do? If you get, or migraines, if you get an ocular migraine, it looks like you're looking through a prism.
Never had one of those, but
I-
it sounds trippy.
That's
Yeah,
like
I've had-
that's like a bee's eyesight.
Is that what bees
Yeah,
eyesight is?
I think bees' eyesight looks like they're
I'll
looking
be
through a prism.
damned.
Yeah.
Oh, bees.
Yeah.
Poor things.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
I've had
Froggy, so I've just given you some medical advice, but you say now that
Yeah, they're pretty good.
so now you're on pills for your migraines. Is that it?
Yes, I'd have to say over my lifetime, I probably had about 20,000 migraines.
All right, well, folks, listen. If you suffer from migraines, just do a Google search. Blast of air up the nose stops migraines. Just Google that if you have migraines and read about this new device that could be a giant cure. All right, folks, when we get back in minutes, we'll whip out an early dose of morons in the news. Got a nice hefty pile of total jackwagons this morning, and that's going to be next here on the MJ Morning Show. Folks. 6:40 at the MJ Morning Show and the early morons of the news. A little bit of a weird edition of early morons in the news this morning. First one I want to start with is a tattoo story. And Fester, you can bring up the image here. And then, Andrew, if you don't mind, as I talk about this, if you can find the story link and post this up on stories mentioned on the MJ Morning Show. So Andrew will get this done in a minute. I'll tell you where to find it. This dude got, and it's an unidentified individual, but the image was posted on Reddit. So you can probably just grab the Reddit item and just do the link on our website. This unidentified individual got Calvin Klein underwear tattooed on their body.
So then he doesn't have to wear underwear.
No, he does apparently wear underwear, but let me explain what's going on. So if the person is wearing shorts and there's no shirt on, you see what appears to be above the waistline of the shorts. You know how a lot of times you'll see people with the underwear pulled up?
Like the old Mark Wahlberg look?
Yeah, or the pants drop. You know, the either shorts that are riding low or jeans that are riding low. Listen, a lot of the rappers, do that. You know, the pants around the butt kind of thing, or the low pants.
Yeah, this is my grandfather's look for many years. My uncle, he just had straight plumber's crack hanging out.
Wait. So the fat white guys, they really invented
you want to see droopy pants.
The droopy low pants with underwear showing. Really fat white guys really invented this back in like the 1960s, right?
My grandfather invented this when he surprised grandma with her first garbage disposal, and he was underneath the sink installing it with his crack hanging out and everything, and saw his...
They're supposed to chop up the garbage food.
All right, so as far as not wearing underwear, I mean, you don't have to not wear underwear, but the look here, and this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. So this individual, look at the picture. Just stop right there. That's all you got to, you don't have to need to move the story.
I don't know if there's a video or anything else.
Just leave the picture right there.
Right,
so this person got Calvin Klein underwear tattooed around their waist. So you see that elastic band that has the stylized Calvin Klein font going all the way around the waistband. All right. And then it has what appears to be like gray speckles to represent the underwear fabric below the waistband. And that is tattooed from the waist down to like the top of the buttocks to make it look like the person is wearing underwear.
I don't understand. Okay, you see the white line of his skin in between there? The paler line.
That's the waistband. That's the
waistband.
Yeah, that's the elastic waistband.
Then what's underneath that? Because it looks like he has a really hairy butt everywhere.
That's the fabric. That's
the
like
fabric.
That's supposed to be the fabric.
That's supposed to be the fabric of the underwear below. I just said all this.
I know that, but what I'm telling you is that I'm looking at it. It looks like he just has hairy, like he got hairy butt cheek tattoos.
So
on his
listen,
butt.
I see what you're saying. That it looks like maybe he has a Calvin Klein elastic waistband, and then below the waistband, the elastic, where it's supposed to be the fabric of the actual underwear, you're saying it looks like a bunch of ass hair.
It does, but like not. I mean, like
Bunch
going
of
all the way on his hips.
So
It's very strange.
his commitment to detail, though, is really admirable. Look at the seam.
Yeah, so at the back, let me feel my underwear real quick here. Yeah, so can I turn around and show people my underwear crack here?
I mean,
As long as you don't.
down.
All right, so at the back, the very back, there's the seam where the elastic band comes together, and that's even represented in the tattoo. So anyway, this is a Reddit post from I guess this was posted some time ago, but stories just came out this week where for whatever reason this is resurfaced.
I have to see the whole tattoo. I mean, how big is his commitment to Calvin Klein
So
underwear?
is it just the top, or does the underwear really cover the entire buttocks down to the upper thigh? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, how embarrassing would it be if you were wearing your pants so low that your tattoo wasn't that deep to cover?
Shit, you know what continues to pop up all over the place? The tattoo removal places. You know, those.
Yeah.
I saw one over the weekend. I didn't even know this existed.
And that does not feel good, by the way. I've heard.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
heard.
So listen to this. Remember I said that I took Julian to get his hair cut. I took him to Ha. Ha is my hair cutter, and Julian loves the haircut that Ha does over at Great Clips in South Tampa at West Shore and Kennedy, right inside. You know, Panera's there, the Petco's there, the new Barnes & Noble. So on Friday, listen to this. Not Friday, on Sunday. On Sunday, when I took Julian to get his hair cut, and I pulled in, he walked in, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to go check out the new Barnes & Noble because I hadn't been in there yet. And as I'm walking from the Great Clips, then you've got the new Barnes, you got the Petco, then the new Barnes & Noble, and there's, in that shopping center, there's also a laser tattoo removal place that I didn't even know that was in there. I'm walking by these storefronts, and I didn't even know what the hell was in there. So
They're popping up everywhere.
They are, because a lot of people are regretting some of the tattoos they've gotten, and the laser tattoo removal business, that is a budding, growing concept. So I'm wondering if this guy at some point is going to say, what the hell did I do with this Calvin Klein underwear tattooed across my lower extremities here?
What does it look like in the front?
I saw a guy online that got glasses tattooed on his face.
What?
Yeah, that's that guy.
What the hell?
He glasses framed so it looks like he has glasses on all the time.
Man, I want you to get a Minion goggles tattooed to your face. Can you do that?
That's
I'm
awesome.
on it.
Yeah, the double eyeball because the Minions have some Minions have double eyes and some Minions have a single eye, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'd love you to do. I don't understand. So is that it?
This is one of them.
Oh my God!
I typed in glasses tattooed to face, and this was the first guy that popped up.
What? I mean, who would do this to themselves? What?
Why not just get glasses?
I don't understand the whole face tattoo thing. Did you see Dennis Rodman? I had this in the pile like maybe a month ago. Dennis Rodman got a picture of his latest girlfriend tattooed on his entire side of his face.
Well, he's not going to be able to see her.
Dennis Rodman tattoo girlfriend. Bring up the story. Dennis Rodman got a massive tattoo. I mean, how long is this girlfriend going to last? Really? So let's say you break up with this girlfriend and then you've got a giant tattoo. I mean, it's his entire right cheek is a tattoo of his latest girlfriend.
And what if she doesn't like how she's portrayed in that sketch?
I mean, it's exactly how she looks. It's pretty close.
It is pretty close. I'm looking at a side by side. But hey, stop. Scroll down. This is from People Magazine from July 8th.
It's a pretty good tag.
I knew I saw this in the last month. Dennis Rodman gets huge tattoo of girlfriend Yella Yella. The girlfriend's name is Yella Yella.
That's the coolest name I've ever heard in my life.
I thank her for loving me the way I am, and that's why I did it for her. He said of his new ink of his new girlfriend on his face. I don't know how long they've been dating. I'm saying new girlfriend. Let me see. Dennis Rodman has new ink. The former NBA player. He's 62.
He's too old to be getting those face tattoos.
Wow.
Oh, man, he's Dennis Rodman. He's a child forever.
Yeah, he showed his love for his girlfriend, Yella Yella, in a very permanent way by getting a tattoo of her likeness on his face this week. This is from July 8th. For the tribute to the singer and model. Hold on. Yella Yella is a singer, and I've heard of Old Yella.
That didn't end well. No. That didn't end too well for the dog at all.
You're right. I want to get a picture of Old Yeller tattooed to my face.
I like the Lisa Simpson we talked about. That one guy has.
For the tribute, the singer and model, Rodman added to his already extensive tattoo collection by opting for a black and white realistic portrait of her on his cheek.
Aww.
Rodman went to Van Johnson, a star of the tattoo reality show Black Ink.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Black Ink Crew Chicago. Yeah, I've not seen that particular show.
It's not on your must-watch list, Black Ink Chicago?
That's not on my to-do record list on my DVR. I'm sorry. Sorry, it's not there.
So there's a problem with getting face tattoos on men's bodies. I remember my dear friend, Dave the Dwarf, got a tattoo of his daughter on his arm. And then his arm hair started growing out, and his daughter looked like Abraham Lincoln. I mean, a cute kid, but I'm like, Dave, shave your daughter's face.
Started to look like
now she's like 27.
Yeah.
He has a tattoo of her as a little kid.
Got a ZZ Top beard on her face right now. All right, it's 6:50 at the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Hey, don't forget, $1,000. $1,000 on the way again today. I'm going to give you full details of how you can win $1,000 today. We've already given away $17,000 over the last 2.5 weeks. You could be the latest winner later today. I'll give you full details next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. Q105, MJ, Roxanne, Fester, Froggy. It is 7:03 here on a Wednesday, and we got $1,000 on the way later again today. So if you look at the math so far on money doled out here on Q105 and the MJ Morning Show, we are, as of yesterday, we're at $17,000. So prior 2 weeks, $5,000 a week. Actually, last 3 weeks. So last 3 weeks, 5 is 15, and then Monday and Tuesday this week is another 2. So it's $17,000. 17 winners so far, $17,000. Yesterday's winner was Holly in Clearwater. So Holly in Clearwater grabbed $1,000 yesterday, and you can be the latest winner coming up today, because between 9 and 9:20, I'm going to roll out the new song title. I'm going to tell you between 9 and 9:20 what song to listen for. It's guaranteed to play during the workday before 6 p.m. When you hear the song, be the 7th caller, 800-990-1047, and win $1,000. It's that easy. So between 9 and 9:20 this morning, I'll give you the next song title. Stand by. Hey, this is, I thought, pretty funny. There is a town in North Carolina where so many signs for the town have been stolen, the police had to take some drastic action to stop the sign from being stolen.
Oh, come on.
What was
This has better be a good name. What is it, like Moorhead, North Carolina or something?
What is it? What would be funny about that?
I don't know.
Well, what's so funny about that?
You
I don't
know,
get it.
I have no idea why anybody would do it.
There is a Moorhead, North Carolina.
That's why when you said North Carolina, the town of Moorhead, it sounds hysterical. Now that,
It is North Carolina.
is it Moorhead?
No, it's not Moorhead, North Carolina.
Oh, I was about to say, because it was just a guess.
But it is North Carolina. Horny Town.
I was just going to make that as my guess. I didn't really know it was a town.
You were not.
Horny
You were
town.
not.
That would have been a heck of a guess.
There is a Horny Town, North Carolina. This small little town is outside of Winston-Salem, which I think everyone's heard of Winston-Salem.
No itches.
Well, also 2 cigarette brands,
Yeah, right?
Winston and Salem. Do they still sell those? Are those still
They're out there.
Winston
sure.
and Salem, right?
Dude, they still sell Lucky Strikes. Of course they do.
They don't. Lucky Strike is still around. How about
Yes.
Chesterfields?
All of them.
How about Pall Mall?
It's been a minute since I've purchased cigarettes.
I
don't know.
I've never purchased cigarettes.
I saw a guy buy Lucky Strike in front of me, and I'm like, holy cow, they're still around.
Did you do your Lucky Strike like 1930s
Be
newsreel?
sure you hold that smoke in your lungs as long as possible. Doctors recommend it.
Yeah, doctors. Can you believe they were?
No, doctors recommend smoking.
My grandmother smoked for 40 years because the doctor said, to relax, just have a cigarette.
They stuck by that for a long time.
I remember there were TV commercials. I never saw these because I'm not old enough, but I have seen. I mean, I never. I should
they're
say.
all on
hang on,
YouTube.
let me clarify. I never saw them when they were on TV, but I've seen clips of these old TV commercials, and literally, the cigarette companies would have like a doctor on a commercial. You'd have a guy dressed up in a doctor uniform, and he'd be like, I'm a doctor, and I recommend to my patients that they smoke whatever.
99% of doctors recommend Chesterfield.
Lucky Strikes.
Lucky Strike.
What, I mean, it's unbelievable. Fester, can you find one?
I think I can.
No, you got to type in doctor recommends.
This is a Lucky Strike commercial from the 1940s.
Yeah, but that's not going to do. I need. You got to search for the doctor one. Oh, Andrew, do you have it?
In a repeated national survey, doctors in all branches of medicine, doctors in all parts of the country were asked, "What cigarette do you smoke, doctor?" Once again, the brand named most was Camel. Yes, according to this repeated nationwide survey, more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette.
God.
What the hell?
That's right. Smoke a Camel.
How long ago was that was being
That's
shouted?
That's like 1950s. Really, like 1950s. You got. What is this one? Is this another one?
I think this is the same one.
All right,
that
hang
I
on.
guessed.
All right, play this one here. Here we go.
You know, if you were to follow a busy doctor as he makes his daily round of calls, you'd find yourself having a mighty busy time keeping up with him. Time out for many men of medicine usually means just long enough to enjoy a cigarette. And because they know what a pleasure it is to smoke a mild, good-tasting cigarette, they're particular about the brand they choose.
Yes.
In a repeated national survey, doctors in all branches of medicine, doctors in all parts of the country were asked, "What cigarette do you smoke, doctor?" Once again, the brand named most was Camel.
And you got a doctor in his lab coat sitting in his office, and the nurse comes in, the nurse is behind him, and he's just sitting there just puffing away on a Camel.
I got a question, boys. Did you interview any of the female doctors?
Is that how the females
We
smoke?
didn't have them back then.
Female doctors, what are those?
Doctors recommend not going to a female doctor.
It's unbelievable. So where the hell was I? We took a turn here.
Smoking,
we took a turn in Hornytown, North Carolina.
Hornytown, North
I mean,
Carolina.
who would think we were leaving Hornytown? It sounds like such a fun place.
Because I mentioned Winston-Salem, that Hornytown is not far from Winston-Salem. 2 cigarette brands, population of about 200 people. Hornytown once had a large textile mill, but I guess not. They also have some railroad tracks going through. But here's the deal. There is a road sign that says, hey, Hornytown, and it kept getting stolen. Listen, there was even a song. You know that song? So the sign for Hornytown kept getting stolen. So guess what they did? They installed RFID and GPS tracking on the sign, along with a warning that, hey, if you take this sign, you're going to be tracked. Yeah. So
Don't get me. Big deal.
Yeah. So they in 2016, it was reported that locals were alarmed by the fact that their road signs plainly reading Hornytown kept getting stolen and ended up like in somebody's little private, novelty collection. So they had to come up with a remedy to prevent the sign from getting stolen, and they did so by installing RFID tracking. Hey, listen, these days you got like the air tags. You know, I saw. Did we talk about the recycled bag deal? Yeah, this, speaking of RFID tags, I want to mention that here in a second as well. But there are other, on top of Hornytown, North Carolina, some other signs that get stolen all across the country. Climax, Minnesota. Hooker, Oklahoma. Gayville, South Dakota. Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
You're asking for it. If you name your city that.
Yep. And Crotch Monkey, Kansas.
Okay.
That's
Wow.
So all right, there's no Crotch Monkey, Kansas.
You went around the whole country. I found the list of the 6 weirdest towns in North Carolina.
I don't need
Hold
that.
on, you do.
No, I don't.
Because there's a meat camp, North Carolina, and a booger town, North Carolina.
But meat camp is spelled MEAT. It's
yeah,
not.
it's meat. I'm
not
sorry.
like
Yeah,
meat
you're right.
and
Dude, I want to go to
MEAT.
Booger Town.
Meat camp has a volunteer fire department, and booger town is just people picking their
I want to
nose.
take you to Booger Town.
Right?
I got Booger Town. I got Horny Town. All right, so there you go. Where was? I was talking about the air tags and everything. There was. I don't think we talked about this on the show, but what they're doing in Hornytown, North Carolina, is that they're implanting, I guess, tracking in the sign, and they're saying, hey, if you steal our sign, you're going to be tracked. Speaking of tracking, though, I saw an item. Do you know the supermarkets or Walmart, Home Depot, a bunch of the stores, a lot of the big box stores and supermarkets, I think Publix has this, where you can bring your plastic shopping bags back to the store for so-called recycling. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's in the front of the store.
Yeah. So they have that bin where you can jam your old grocery bags into the bin, and supposedly they're getting recycled. Now, some do, but a lot don't. I saw a story in the last, I think, 2 months. It's been, I don't think I mentioned it on the show, but a TV station, and I can't remember. Fester, do a little search on this quickly.
Okay.
A TV station did a investigative report on do the bags that you bring to the supermarket or to big box stores to get recycled, the flimsy little plastic bags that we take our groceries home in, or you go to Home Depot, you buy, some glue and some screws, you get the little Home Depot, are those bags really getting recycled? And, ABC News investigation. You know what? Let me explain this after the break, because I want a little more time here. You're going to be blown away. And it was very clever. It was very innovative what they did as far as blowing open this recycling racket for plastic bags. All right, hold on a minute. That, and, we start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next. Stand by. Oh. hour, rolling up on 7:25. This is it right now. We start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. And don't forget, between 9 and 9:20, I'm going to give you the next $1,000 song title. I'll tell you what to listen for, guaranteed to play during the workday before 6 p.m. When you hear the song that I will tell you what to listen for later today, just be the seventh caller and win $1,000. So 9 to 9:20. I'll tell you what song you need to listen for $1,000. As of yesterday, we already given away $17,000. 17 grand. Yesterday's winner was Holly in Clearwater. Why can't you be the next winner later today?
It was Holly's first time winning anything.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You gave it away?
Yep.
What time was that yesterday?
Andrew, what time was it? 12:30ish?
All right. So Holly in Clearwater won $1,000. So listen, that wasn't a long wait. We gave out the title like 9:10 yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
And then, boom, 12:30, a little over 3 hours later,
Yep.
The song plays, and Holly won $1,000. Hey, I've got a warning for TV reporters. So, local TV reporters, national TV reporters, I got a warning for TV reporters. That's coming up on the MJ Morning Show. So, if you are a television reporter, or if you know a television reporter, you got to tell them, make sure they're listening to the MJ Morning Show. There is a warning for television reporters.
Is it violent?
I've got a story I've got to tell. So listen, if you're a TV reporter and you're listening to us right now, if you work for one of the local TV stations and you're listening to us, you better tell your other friends, tell your other coworkers, colleagues, friends that work maybe at other TV stations. You need to tell any TV reporter to make sure they're listening to the MJ Morning Show in just a bit. I got to get to a TV reporter. Warning, 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 warning. Coming up in just a bit here on the MJ Morning Show. I mentioned the plastic bag deal. Let me get this out of the way. And I knew that I saw this a couple of months ago. We didn't talk about this on the show, did we?
I thought we talked about how the majority of recycled things never make it to the recycling facility.
Right. That's come up on the show because I've always questioned about, listen, I'm really diligent. Like, Michelle and the kids make fun of me about recycling. And I get pissed off. And I literally fish stuff out of the kitchen trash can that is supposed to go in the recycled bin. And Michelle even bought a green. You know how the recycled bins are always green?
You're right.
Michelle where are you going?
She threw a large amount of paper to the recycling bin.
Yeah.
And she completely missed.
Yeah, but you can just leave it on the floor.
Yeah,
you don't have to disrupt everything and take your headphones off and get up and walk across the room.
It's not disruptive if you're telling your whole story about, I knew you weren't going to take a breath between the time I went from my chair to the floor.
That's a good point.
All right. So Michelle even bought one of those green-colored, Rubbermaid recycling. It even has like the recycling white arrows going in a circle. So that's in our pantry. The recycle bin is in the pantry where we put the plastic water bottles, or anything that's recyclable, right? But I'm picking stuff out of the regular trash in the kitchen where we have, just the pull-out trash can in the cabinetry. I'm constantly going through there. I'm like, that is recyclable. Why aren't you putting it in the recycling bin? Anyway, so I'm a recycler. But we've talked in the past about the recycling racket, and a lot of stuff that we think we're recycling doesn't get recycled. Anyway, I can't remember if I mentioned this, but I saw this a couple months ago. We just brought up the story. ABC News put dozens of trackers in plastic bags for recycling. Many were trashed. And this came up because of Hornytown, North Carolina. Mm-hmm. We talked about this sign that kept getting stolen in Hornytown, North Carolina. And the police, finally, they put little RFID devices, like an AirTag type technology, and they put a sign up, warning, do not steal this sign. It is being tracked. And then I brought up, the plastic bag story. And I can't remember if we talked. Andrew, does this sound familiar? Did I talk about the plastic bag story?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I don't think I talked about this specifically. But ABC did an investigative report here. And ABC News put dozens of trackers in plastic bags for recycling. Many were trashed. less than 10% of the plastic waste is recycled worldwide, according to data. And this specifically has to deal with the thin little plastic bags you get. You go to the supermarket, you get the little plastic bag.
Yeah, you get them almost everywhere.
You go to Home Depot, you go to Target, and a lot of these big box stores and supermarkets, they have the plastic bag recycling bin in the front of the store. And you just bring your whole pile of bags, jamming it. But the question is, do they really get recycled? And I saw this back in May. We found the story from May, and it reads, for more than a decade, Courtney Williams and her family have lived in the shadow of this waste-to-energy incinerator located up in New York. We go outside, open the door, blah, 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 low income, this and that. Despite people... culture beside that, my biggest regret is buying the house, moving to a community, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, this person's just talking about, I guess, recycling and everything. But here's what happened is the tracker story, they put together a whole bunch of ABC News affiliates across the country. And it says the tracker was placed in plastic bags. So they would have people at various locations around the country go to a supermarket that has like the recycle bin. So they would they used air tags. They used like the Apple air tags, and they would have a whole clump of old grocery bags with a tracker like in the middle of the clump. They drop it into the bin, and then they would track to see how many bags actually got recycled. And it was a low number that the tag went anywhere near a recycling company or a warehouse where they collected recycling goods.
I mean, you recycle kind of makes you mentally feel a little better, but you're really not doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
The story was remarkable that just it was like the overwhelming percentage of the bags that were dropped off at recycling bins at stores never got anywhere near a recycling center, and many just were traced to like landfills and it just thrown away. So that's the point. And
We're virtue signaling each other. Meanwhile, we're being lied to.
Well, that's what the report seemed to indicate here. So, hey, we have an update on the Cardi B microphone story. And
Is the microphone on eBay yet?
It is. That's
Oh my God!
Get
it
out
is.
of
dude,
here.
that's the update.
Shut
You
up.
must have known.
I had no idea.
Oh,
Dude.
yeah, right.
That's it.
I had no idea.
Yes, you did.
I didn't. I don't.
Yes, you did.
I don't follow Cardi B breaking news, much to everyone's surprise.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. 46 trackers placed in bundles of plastic bags that ABC News dropped off at the stores across the country. The vast majority, after months, had not ended up at locations associated with plastic bag recycling. Yeah, I was trying. This story, was there a whole bunch of junk at the beginning of the story that was not even pertinent?
Yeah. Well,
What was that?
It's these fluff news pieces try to set something up with some.
Yeah.
I live by the recycling plan.
Because Fester brought up the story, and I was just looking. But the vast majority of the plastic bags never got recycled. I mean, that's the end result of the story. All right, so Cardi B, and of course, you know the story happened last weekend, happened on Saturday in Las Vegas, and Cardi B is kind of kind of foul.
Kind of.
She's
Just a little bit.
wildly successful rapper
Yes.
who may not be for everybody's taste, but she's putting out a consumable product that's doing pretty well.
But anyway,
Consumable.
Cardi B told the crowd at this Las Vegas concert, outdoor concert, said, listen, I'm so hot up here, throw water at my... And
E-word.
her female private part. She told the audience to throw water at her...
Yeah.
Cool it down.
Yeah.
Her most intimate of areas.
Yes. So somebody did. And then she reacted violently. She took the wireless microphone, the Shure wireless microphone, I think, and launched it, hurled it like a missile at a concert goer's face in the crowd and beamed the person in the face. So yesterday we told you that there is apparently some type of a battery inquiry that's been opened up, that Cardi B could be charged with a battery for throwing a wireless microphone with a battery
I was just
inside.
going to say, yeah. It's operated by a battery.
We have two different kinds of batteries going on here. But the update now is the sound company that provided the sound equipment for the concert, they've put the microphone that was thrown at the person's face by Cardi B, they put the microphone now on eBay.
Oh, I thought it would be like the guy who caught it off of
Well,
his face.
that's what you would assume. Now, if you get, this is an interesting question. If Cardi B throws a microphone at your face and you happen to recover the microphone, do you have to give that up?
I'm sure the bodyguards and stuff came and took it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an expensive piece of equipment, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah. So here's the deal. The company who provides the sound equipment for this concert in Vegas, they did recover the mic, and it's a Shure, S-H-U-R-E. Shure is a big manufacturer of sound equipment and microphones. I've worked at radio stations where we had the Shure SM7 on the air. I've used the SM5 in the
oh,
past.
did you now?
Yes, I have.
What about
Now,
the SM3?
you know what? I'm not familiar with the SM3,
Okay.
but the SM5 and the SM7s.
Have you seen the SM9?
No, I have not. But
Oh.
the SM7 is a very, very common podcast microphone. So you see a lot of podcasters using the SM7, and it looks like a gray and black capsule. And that's a very common podcasting mic these days. But this is a Shure Axion. We're using Electro Voice RE27s, by the way. Those are the mics that we're using here. So the Shure Axion digital mic Cardi B threw at this concert goer is on eBay right now. And they're auctioning it off for charity. So the company that provided the sound equipment put it on eBay. Do you have any idea? You're not going to believe this. Now, whether it's real or fake, do you know how much the microphone is going for now on eBay? Do you know to what price has this mic been bid up to at this point? Take a guess. There are 39 bids right now.
I mean, a couple
$1,000.
Yeah, a couple of $1,000.
Yodelay looted.
$30,100 for this $1,000 mic.
Whoa. Has it been authenticated with some bloodstains or something?
Yeah, good question.
The company says we know it's the mic because they had white like tape at the bottom, and it reads main, M-A-I-N, meaning that's the main mic. And like the soundboard technicians, they know what mics are being used because a lot use like white electrical tape. And you'll notice that on a lot of microphones, look at the very bottom and you'll see like a little ring around the mic. And the sound techs, they'll take different color electrical tape and they'll wrap a little band so you can color code the mics and you then know what mic level to move on the sound mixer, on the sound equipment. So it's all color coded. And they say, yep, this is her mic because she threw the main mic. It still has the white tape at the bottom that says main, M-A-I-N, and this was Cardi B's mic. Right now, $30,100.
Who's the high bidder?
I
Is it
guess,
like Dr. Dre or something?
Yeah.
Or-
who's the high bidder? Oh, there are 39 bids. I can click on that. I got to log in.
Okay. I don't care that much.
You know that the video came out yesterday of her throwing a microphone at her own DJ. When she got pissed at her own DJ. It doesn't seem to be an isolated.
Sounds like she's got some anger management problems.
She's a little unhinged.
Yeah.
Her own DJ took one.
Yeah.
Do you know people like that who just throw things when they get angry?
MJ used to be that guy.
he's
I never threw any. Well,
What?
maybe a couple of things.
Yeah, right. He used to be a big thrower.
He's grown out of it, but
Yeah.
MJ was a prolific thrower
Well,
of
that's
crap.
20 years ago. That's a long time.
I said you've grown out of it.
Those carts were very throwable. All right.
Like, when things got screwed up on the show and I'd get angry and things didn't go, I would take maybe a tape and chuck it across the room. I never threw it at a person.
Joey B's entire desk phone took a wall licking one day. That was
Oh, what
was a
big one.
day.
Yeah.
That was the day.
I don't know if I recall that.
I'll fill you in during the commercial
We'll
break.
fill you in.
Sounds like you were a real treat, MJ.
Story I'm putting in the book.
So the Cardi B micro, I never threw it at I never threw anything at anybody.
No, you threw the phone at the wall.
I would get upset sometimes, and I would chuck. I remember I chucked a whole box of Dunkin'. Someone brought in like a dozen Dunkin' Donuts, and something went wrong on the show, and I picked up the donuts and I threw those against the wall.
Oh, man.
But I never targeted any person or individual.
Yeah, because you're nice.
So hold on. Nobody was the target, but if somebody was collateral damage, that was just the price of doing business.
I've dodged a couple staplers.
You know, I tell you. Boy, the phone story. I haven't told that story in a while.
Hey,
I'll
listen,
never tell it on the air.
I was working with Scott Shannon at WPLJ in New York about 1991 or 92.
Yeah, that's where you learned all your ways.
No, it's not. A couple of years before I came to Florida, I was up in New York. I was working at WPLJ, and something went wrong on the program, and Scott Shannon took an audio cart, because before we went all digital, like all the sound now is on computer, and it's all digitized on a hard drive, and we just push buttons for the sounds. But back in the day, we had those carts, and the carts looked like old 8-track tapes, and they went into the machines, and you'd hit the button, it would start, and then the tape would go around in a loop, and then it was an inaudible tone.
I missed those.
And it would stop, so it was always ready. It would just have to play through and then stop and ready for the next time. And Scott Shannon once took one of those audio carts and threw it at my head.
Okay, just because he did it doesn't make it right. Make it right for you to do
I
it.
never threw anything at anybody.
Take this, Humpy.
No. MJ would instead throw to the room, and like I said, if you were around, you were around.
It would bounce around.
All right, don't forget, if you're in TV, if you're a television reporter, you're going to want to hear the warning, 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 warning. If you're a TV reporter listening to us, call your other TV reporter friends or send them a text that the MJ Morning Show has a television reporter warning coming up in just a bit here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hey, Rox, help me with this dream interpretation.
Okay.
Now, I did not look this up because I wanted to sort of be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I do not typically have recurring dreams. I don't have. Some people have like the same dream
I do,
over
man.
and like. What is your recurring dream?
Like, I'm always at this weird, like, resort, and there's always, I could always fly away. I'm always on an airplane flying away from a resort. It's kind of weird.
But you're never at the resort? You're always
Yeah,
flying
I'm
away
at the
from it?
resort. It's always the same resort.
What resort is it? What is it like?
It's my dream resort. I don't know. It's just
But
a nice hotel.
Is it the same dream over and over again?
Basically, I have it like a couple times a week.
Really?
That's nice.
Where I'm at this nice resort.
I never have the same dream over and over again. I don't. I seem to, whatever I do remember, and we only remember apparently a fraction of our dreams, but I only have, to the best of my knowledge, I only have like different dreams, different stories, different scenarios. I don't have that proverbial recurring dream that some people have over and over and over again. But what I have had is in the last week and a half, the same item. I can remember like 3 dreams, and there might be more, but I can remember 3 in the last week and a half.
Well, tell us the most interesting part.
And, well, there's an item. There's a particular item. That theme is constant. It's different scenarios, but there's the particular item is constant in the dream. So I remember 3 of these, and it's a wallet. I've lost my wallet. So 3 different dreams. It's not like the same scenario. I'm not in the same place. It's different. But I've had 3 dreams that I can remember in the last week and a half where I've lost my wallet. So, Roxanne, you're like the de facto dream interpreter on the show. What the hell does that mean that I can remember 3 dreams in the last week and a half where I've lost? What does that mean?
Okay, I already got it, but I'm gonna Google a little bit more as we speak so I can make sure I'm getting the right answer.
Yep.
But I do want to ask, what do you find the wallet in your dream? Do you
I don't know.
You don't
No.
you don't know.
I have no I don't
do not
I
find it.
do not recall finding the wallet. I just know that I've had the dream where I've lost my wallet. And why are you looking around like you're lost, Fester?
Is the Roxanne dream interpretation segment just her typing it into Google as you're talking it?
No, it's because I know a lot about dreams and I've read a lot about them.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
add my
I'm going
own
to
common
Rox-
sense.
now-
All right,
now,
I know.
is-
She's like,
is-
hold on, let me type into Google while we're talking about it. And she's
No.
like,
Because the symbol, because the wallet itself represents something, and then I
Okay,
can make
Fester.
sense of it.
Where have you been? Roxanne, since we started this second run of the MJ Morning Show,
I know this.
Roxanne has brought up dreams 100 times, and Roxanne has told us she's read a bunch of books on dreams and dream
Yes.
interpretations.
I'm with you.
Is that going to preclude her from doing a little Google? Of course not.
okay, all right.
But Roxanne's the dream
I just know
weaver.
if you go to a psychic on the side of the road with a little glass ball and neon sign in their window and you walk in, they don't say, let me see your palm. Okay, hold on, let me go to Google.
Okay, well, I'm not getting
Okay.
paid to do this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's for starters.
you-
This is just conversation and
you,
fun.
You want a 20?
You want to get paid?
Want a 20?
There we go.
Before I get to your answer, I'm going to tell you my recurring dream, the one where I'm driving over the bridge and it collapses into the water. I have that like once a month.
Whoa.
And then I have the other one where I'm about to go on stage to do my dance recital. And lo and behold, I haven't been in class all year, so I don't know any of the steps. So that's
Thank you. Can we get back to my wallet dream now?
How did this help MJ find his wallet?
I was Googling while I was talking. Okay. So dreaming about losing your wallet represents the loss of self-identity and possibly control. Guys, it's because you stopped doing your midday show. That's why you've had that dream.
It was not a midday show. It was an
Afternoon show.
it was an
sorry, you know what I
afternoon
mean.
show.
It's not going to work. Some
Middays in my
crappy
head.
midday show.
Middays in my head. Your afternoon show.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's because you stopped doing that. So this is around the time that you had it. So you're questioning has a certain part of your identity. Have you lost it because you no longer do that particular show?
I'm not the same person.
Yes.
I've lost a chunk. It's like I've lost like a limb.
Right. Well,
I've lost
just
a part of me. A part of me has died.
A part of you has died, essentially. I mean,
Womp, womp.
Everything has a life cycle. You lost yourself.
So it's as simple as that I stopped doing my afternoon syndicated program.
The timing seems accurate,
And-
doesn't it?
And that's why I'm dreaming about losing my wallet.
Did you lose it? Have you lost your wallet on purpose in your dream? Like, give me some more details
I
surrounding
don't
the
know.
loss.
I don't remember those details. All I know is that I'm in the dream and suddenly, where's my wallet? I'm like, I
Okay.
can't find my wallet.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah, I've
when
lost
you
my-
wake up, do you have anxiety over the lost wallet, or do you have the feeling of, great, I don't have to pick up the tab? Because maybe that, if you have that feeling, then
What are you saying? What?
you know what I mean. Like a lost wallet in some places, you might just be like, okay, great. Oh well, I lost my wallet. Someone else is gonna have to buy me dinner.
I just want to know what does it mean? And
I think I nailed it.
no, but
Some kind of loss of identity.
loss of identity.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Interesting.
maybe that's it. Who the hell knows? All right, 7:47 at the MJ Morning Show. Let's talk about younger guys and middle-aged women.
Oh, okay.
Step back up, Roxanne.
What?
Yeah, expert commentary again from Dream Interpretation.
Right.
Doug and I are the
Something-
same age.
Right, but just, the happenings of middle-aged women you may be familiar with.
The reason why
I'm a middle-aged woman.
the reason why I'm bringing this up is there seems to be a trend where younger guys are more interested now in middle-aged women. That on dating apps, for instance, that women who are in their mid to late 40s, early 50s, there seems to be a trend where they are getting bombarded with messages from younger guys. Guys in their 20s and 30s appear to be making moves on women in their mid to late 40s and 50s. And I was reading a Reddit thread on this, and there are already thousands of responses about why younger guys are interested these days in middle-aged women. What's the answer? Why is it? Why are guys, and again, thousands of responses in this Reddit thread. Why is that? What is causing this? Roxanne, do you have any interpretation of that?
Well, it just made me start to think about Kate Beckinsale. And she is a middle-aged woman. She just turned 50, and she likes to date younger guys, and they like to date her. So
She's so hot.
she looks so amazing. I don't know. I think maybe just why would younger guys be going after middle-aged women? Because they're attracted to them. And
the question is, what's changed? What is being discussed is there seems to be recently, there seems to be a move where these 20 and 30-year-old guys are seemingly much more interested in older women. And the question on the Reddit thread is why? What has suddenly changed? Listen, if you have any ideas, folks, if you're a woman in your 40s, mid-40s, 45, or somewhere into your 50s, are you seeing this trend? Or do you have an idea? Why is this happening? And why are thousands of people responding to a Reddit thread, a subreddit, on this particular question? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. If you have any idea, maybe you're also a woman that fits this age criteria. Have you noticed yourself that you are getting much more contact or interest on dating apps, or maybe when you're out and about, you're out with friends, you're at a club or whatever, you're at a bar? Have you noticed? Look at the phones. Phones have just lit up like a Christmas tree.
Every line.
800-990-1047. What is it? I don't know. I was fascinated. I was interested when I saw this, and I thought that, Roxanne, you might have some better insight, but I don't think you do.
Okay, when I see online all the hashtag 40 is the new 30, hashtag 50 is the new 40, it's always when a female is celebrating a milestone birthday. You don't see the guys doing that quite as often. So maybe the guys are getting the message, oh, 40 is the new 30. I'm 30. This girl just turned 40, but I can date her because 40 is the new 30 for her. And we're both 30.
All right, so what's going on? I would love to grab calls on this. 800-990-1047. Fill in the blanks. What are we missing here? What's the deal? So I'd love to hear from guys that are younger going after older women. I'd like to hear from the older women that are getting hit on by the younger guys. What's happening? 800-990-1047. And let's start it off with John in Zephyr Hills. John, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hi, John.
Hey, MJ, how you doing today?
Doing fine. What's the story? Do you have an idea?
So, yeah, I'm actually 31 and my wife is about 45. I think it's just the fact that you find out that these girls who are in their early 20s or in your same age range are kind of crazy nowadays.
John, I love that you think your wife is about 45.
Well,
All right. So, do you know the exact age of your wife?
Yeah, she's 44.
Okay. All right. So she's 44.
She's
about to be 45.
Listen to John rounding up.
All right. So, John, your interpretation is the younger women are crazy these days?
Yeah, a lot of them are just unbalanced. They're not. They want someone to work for them, and the guys who go out there and work come home and they see that stuff isn't being taken care of the way an older lady takes care of, the way an older girl takes care of her man.
All right, John, so you're 31. How long have you been married to your about 45 wife?
About 10 years.
Okay, so you were 21 and she was 34, 35?
Yep.
How did that happen? How at 21 did you meet a 34-year-old woman?
Church.
Wow. And how long did you guys know each other before you got married?
About 4 years.
Wait a minute. You knew her when you were 17?
Yeah, my girlfriend before I met my wife now died in a horrible car accident.
Whoa. Hold on. What happened? What? Say it again?
My girlfriend before my wife died in a car accident, and her husband died in a car accident. So we were at a bereavement group at church.
Oh, wow. That's like a Netflix series or something. Wow.
I'm glad you found each other.
And John, everything is great. Is it a good relationship?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I actually do. I go out. She's a stay-at-home mother. We got 3 kids.
Wow. Thanks, John. Appreciate the call. Kay is in Sun City Center. Kay, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi, Kay.
Hi there.
Hey there, Kay. What's up?
Well, I think that guy that you spoke to just now was hit it right on the head. I'm out of the dating scene. I'm married, but younger guys want older women because, number one, they're not as crazy. They're from a different generation, and they're not as crazy as the, I don't know, millennials, or I don't know, the younger generation is like steadily a downward spiral, and things are like up is down and down is up nowadays. And so it's trickled into the dating world, where I think that there's a lot of expectations by women that is really unrealistic, and men don't want to deal with it. They'd rather deal with a woman that's much more level-headed, and, you know, that age range fits that bill. And the other thing is, I think the expectations of men having to pay for everything, they're sick of that. And so I think an older woman, because they're kind of more established, they won't have to deal with that kind of mentality.
Kay, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 52.
All right, 52, and how old is your husband?
My husband's 48.
All right, so a little younger than you. But
yes.
All right, Kay, listen, I think good story. You're really reaffirming what 31-year-old John said a few minutes ago.
Totally.
Kay, are you, before I let you go, are you playing the $1,000 cash stash song game?
I'm trying.
All right. Well, Kay, keep listening, because between 9 and 9:20 this morning, just a short time from now, between 9 and 9:20, I will give out the next cash stash song. And, of course, Kay, you know the deal. Listen for it. It's guaranteed to play before 6 o'clock today during the workday. When you hear it, be the 7th caller. And, Kay, maybe you'll be the next $1,000 winner when you hear the song. Thanks, Kay. I'll give out the next title between 9 and 9:20 this morning. Rob is in Newport Richey. Rob, you're next on the MJ Morning Show. If you're just tuning in, we were just addressing this Reddit subgroup thread with thousands of responses, why younger guys are more interested in middle-aged women these days, and those numbers seem to be going up dramatically. Rob, can you add to it?
I think I might have missed the topic a little bit, but I was actually referring to just Gen X in general. I think there's a lot of the so-called, forgotten Gen X, forgotten generation. They like to they don't claim that, but there's a lot of empowerment going on, a lot of connected. There's hundreds of thousands of people joining these social media Gen X groups and all, and just kind of everybody's taking all these selfies, especially women. And
oh, that's a good point. So maybe you didn't miss the topic.
That's a good point.
So are you saying that not specifically, but the mentality of like younger women and taking selfies everywhere, the duck lips and all the filters on photos? Are you saying that that's part of
like hashtag no filter, and all these 50-year-old women, which a lot of them are fantastically beautiful, but then there's like these thousands of fake profiles too.
Yeah, we all know somebody. I'll give you an example. We in the room, Fester, Froggy, myself, Roxanne, we all know somebody that is great looking, is very attractive, but still has to put every single one of her photos through a filter where it changes the person.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are you changing yourself? You look fine without the filter, but they filter everything.
So now all these ladies in these Gen X groups are now, it's kind of a popular thing, like no filter,
Got you loud and clear. Thanks, John. Rob, rather appreciate it. Let me grab Jonathan next in Tampa. Jonathan, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Why are younger guys going after middle-aged women much more these days? What's the story?
How you guys doing? Good morning.
Good morning.
I would say more experience. The treatment is different. I would say there's no BL, no drama.
Right.
They know how to take care of you completely, 100%. There's more knowledge in that brain.
That's a good point, the brain.
All right, so, Jonathan, I'm looking at the numbers on the screen. You told Andrew, Jonathan, you're 43, correct?
Yes. I'm 43. My girlfriend is 51.
Right.
And yeah, her daughter is like 28. So
you could be dating your daughter.
I'm about to say.
Yeah.
What does she look like?
No, her daughter is Italian. I'm Italian too. So
Right.
but it's a long story.
Gotcha. All right. So, Jonathan, how long have you been with your 51-year-old woman?
7 years.
Yeah.
Around there, like 7 years. Yeah.
All right. Things are going well.
Oh, the greatest. I mean, she knows everything, and she knows how to behave. This what I can say about the brain is it's more conversations. You can just
So there's more depth to the relationship. It's not as superficial, you think?
Exactly.
All right, there you go. Jonathan, thanks for the call, buddy. Thanks for listening. All right, that opens up a line, 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047. Stacy is up next. Stacy, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, guys. It's Stacy from Largo. How are you, Rox?
How are you?
Doing fine. Go ahead, Stacy.
So my fiance is 24 and I'm 43.
Right
Wow. All right, so who targeted who?
I went down to Miami to train him. He was an office manager for our Miami location for a former company I worked for. And it was basically love at first sight. And he actually moved up here permanently, and we are getting married as of Halloween of this year.
Wow. Sounds like you've given him quite the training. Oof.
But Stacy, I'm doing the math. You are 20 years older than him.
18 years older than him, yes. And
Well, no, if he's 24, you're 43. That's
19 years?
Yeah, 19 years.
So, Stacy, how old is his mother?
Yep. She's about my age, I believe. I haven't met her yet.
What does his mom think about him marrying a woman that might be mom's age?
She's actually really happy for him as long as he's happy.
Love is grand.
Good
All
for
right,
him.
good for you.
Thank you, Stacy. Have a great one. All right, listen, phones have blown up on this. A few more calls, and then I got to move on. Hey, I've got that TV warning. If you're a TV reporter, warning, 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 warning. Breaking news. Warning, 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 warning. If you're a TV reporter, I got a big warning. This is a big head on a swivel. You better be aware of this. And I'm hoping that this is not going to be a big issue because this is not cool. This is not good. So if you're a TV reporter, listen up. If you have not contacted your colleagues, so if you're listening to us and if you have not alerted your other colleagues, either at your TV station or maybe you've got friends at other TV stations locally, you better tell them to listen up, or they can listen to the podcast later on once it's posted about 11 o'clock this morning, or, of course, MJTV, which, we're live every morning. I'm waving at the camera right now, MJTV. You can watch the whole show on TV. So if you want to watch us in the studio, we've got 4 cameras in here for the whole crew, and you can always go to mjmorningshow.com, top of the page, click on MJTV, and you can click on Watch Us Live, the little graphic, or you can watch any of our previous shows. Let me grab Vicky in Plant City. Vicky, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Why is it that younger guys are going after middle-aged women much more these days?
Well, my husband, I'm number 3 for him, said that I can cook. He finally found somebody that could cook.
Okay. So, but your husband is how much younger than you?
10 years.
Wow. So how old is your husband?
He'll be 60 in September, and I'll be 70 in December.
Wow. And he can cook.
I can cook.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She can cook.
Okay. So he came after you because you can cook.
I mean,
well, no, that wasn't the reason. But after we were married, he's
Okay.
like, I finally found somebody that can cook.
Oh, there you go. Thank you, Vicky. Connie's in Bradenton. Connie, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning.
Morning, Connie. What's the story?
For me, there's a lot of that going around for different reasons, long-term, short-term, just fun. But it reminds me of a quote by Benjamin Franklin of why younger men like older women, which is because they don't yell, they don't tell, and they don't swell.
All right. So, Connie, are you married now?
No, I was married for 22 years, but been divorced like 4.5 now.
Okay, but was your husband younger?
No, he was a few years older, but now I have a guy that's about 16 years younger than
Okay,
me.
all right. So that's okay. So now you're dating a guy that's 16 years younger than you.
Dating is not the word. We just have fun. We hardly ever talk, and we just have fun. I'm actually dating someone about 10 years older than me.
Oh, so hold on. So you're dating somebody 10 years older, but you're telling me you've got a 16-year-old boy toy?
16 years younger.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
16 years younger.
Let's
not get a visit to Connie's house.
All right, so that would be a potential illegal situation.
Yeah.
But Connie, you're telling me you've got a 16-year younger boy toy guy.
Yes,
And where did you meet this guy 16 years younger?
well, we did it the organic way. We were having fun one night, having a couple drinks, playing pool, and just started hanging out together. And
All right, so you were in a bar playing pool, and that's how you met the guy 16 years younger.
yeah, and this is actually kind of funny because I told him right out of the gate, "You're too young," and he decided to add like a few years to himself. He was like, "Well, I'm 47." So at the time, he's like, "I'm only 10 years younger than you." I'm like, "Okay, I can manage that." But
Gotcha. And then later on, you found out he was 16 years younger. Connie, thanks for the call. Let me Andrew, two more, and I got to move on here. Tammy's in Brandon. Tammy, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing fine, Tammy. What's the story?
So, I was on a dating app and made a comment to a guy that I thought he was adorable. Knew he was way too young for me. 4 years.
How much younger?
I was 20 years.
20 years younger than you. Okay.
Yes. And he replied back, which I never expected to hear back from him. And he told me I was beautiful, all that kind of stuff. And so, just like your other caller, it's kind of like, we have fun. Okay. We don't really date per se, but, that was, almost 2 years ago. I'll be 62 next week.
So he's 42?
He's 42.
Wow.
Yes.
Tammy, thanks for the call. And this music plays in the background. Froggy, you're 42?
43, actually.
Yeah, look at that. All right, last call on this. Natalie's in Wesley Chapel. If you're just tuning in and you don't know what we're talking about, Roxanne, you're looking at the text lines like they've exploded over there.
You have no idea. I can't even read them all. There are like 100 texts.
All right, if you're just tuning in, this was a Reddit subgroup, and the whole conversation was about why younger guys are interested much more in middle-aged women these days. I'll get your text response in a second. First, let me just finish up with Natalie on the phones. Natalie in Wesley Chapel, hi. Oh, I got to select the line. I didn't select the line. There we go. I got to push the button. Yes, Natalie, you're on. Go ahead.
Hi, good morning.
Yep.
I have the other side of the spectrum there because I have a 22-year-old daughter. I am 54. She was raised in a, pretty typical home. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I raised her to be independent. She's very intelligent. She's a nurse, and she dates actually older men, and she does not expect for them to pay for anything. So I think it's how they're raised, that these younger women, per se, are not really intelligent or don't have much to add to the conversation.
All right, so you think it's an intellectual thing?
I think it's maybe how they're raised to a certain degree.
All right. I think fair enough. So your daughter, you said, is 22?
She's 22, and she is established. She has her own place. She has a very good job, and she dates in
And how old are the guys that she's dating?
mid-30s.
Oh, that's not terrible.
But
No,
when you are her
but
age,
she
you think
doesn't
of...
expect anything.
Yeah. Gotcha.
She doesn't expect for them to pay for anything. She's independent. She's not, a silly girl. And so I think these men that are looking for older women, I think that's fantastic. But I also think that there are younger ones out there that are just as mature and have their stuff together.
We'll leave it at that. Thank you, Natalie. Have a great one. Thanks for listening. And Rox, would you like to fill us in on what the text lines are saying before we go to the TV reporter warning, coming up in just a minute.
A lot of insightful texts like men nowadays are more needy and they want to be cared for. And so they want an older woman for that reason. I would say, though, most of the texts are of a very sexual nature.
Whoa.
You all are a bunch of perverts, and I love it.
The texters are
hold on.
They're entertaining me.
What? Hold on. Are you getting like X-rated texts?
Yes.
Like what?
Just, they're going for the older women because they know how to do XYZ, stuff like that.
Can you define XYZ?
Not on this show.
I mean, some dudes are really into varicose veins.
Oh.
That's your flavor, Boro. Good for you.
I want to run my finger. All right. So the TV reporter warning. And hopefully we have numerous TV reporters listening from local TV stations, whether it's Channel 8, Channel 10, Channel 28, Channel 13. Hopefully reporters are listening, and you might not be up to speed on this. You might not be aware of this. But I'm telling you right now that this has the makings, this has the trappings of becoming some like viral situation that starts happening around the country. This would not surprise me. So this is a warning. Heads up, head on a swivel, and make sure this doesn't happen. Because people are absolutely bat crap crazy these days, and these idiots that want to shoot like a viral video. Oh, I'm going to become the next internet star. I'm going viral. I'm going to be the next big thing on Instagram. Or, oh, I want to be a tick schmuck star. TikTok, tick schmuck.
Are you going to talk about interrupting live reports?
Well, it's worse than that. Interrupting live reports, that's happened for a long time. So people like jumping behind live shots, that's not new.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
No. What is new is the reporter or the TV personality getting smashed in the face during their live report or doing their stand. Yes. Listen to this. Fox reporter Bob Kelly was sucker punched during what they're saying is a TikTok challenge.
Oh, man.
That's not cool.
This is a dude out of Philadelphia. So, warning. I'm hoping that this does not go like really viral and that all the TV reporters around the country have to be aware of some nut job, wanting to get their 2 seconds of fame and punching. First, that's felonious. I mean, that could be an absolute felony if you attack somebody like that. Depending on how it would be charged.
And it's on camera.
Yeah, they've got evidence.
Yeah. All right, here's the deal. A popular morning traffic anchor for Philadelphia's Fox 29 was on the air yesterday morning with a swollen eye. The guy's whole eye was visibly swollen as he's standing in front of the green screen in Philadelphia talking about all the traffic on the Schuylkill or whatever the hell that thing is, the Schuylkill Expressway. All right? So the dude's doing traffic. His eye is all swollen because somebody punched him in the face while he was doing an event. And it's all due to this viral TikTok challenge.
Hold on. Was he doing an event or was he?
He was at an event, but.
Was he standing in front of the camera?
He was emceeing an event, and as he was known as this Fox 29 personality. Philadelphia, let me read the story here. Philadelphia TV news personality known as the Dean of Traffic. So the guy's even got this, hey, let's go to the Dean of Traffic. It's Fox 29's, whatever the hell is, Bob Kelly. And here's the deal. He was on air yesterday. His eye was all swollen. He was sucker punched in an attack that he says was due to a TikTok challenge. Long time, I guess he does traffic and weather. Bob Kelly, longtime meteorologist for Fox 29 in Philadelphia, was slammed in the face while emceeing an event at the Jersey Shore on Sunday. The unidentified attacker first poured beer on the journalist's head before hitting him in the face while videoing the incident at the Orr House Pub in Sea Isle City, New Jersey, about 30 miles south of AC, Atlantic City, according to the Philadelphia Inquirer. Kelly was transported to a local hospital. He was treated for minor injuries. His left eye was barely open as he discussed the ordeal during Good Day Philadelphia yesterday morning.
Yeah, I'm looking at the picture of the guy. They popped him right in his eye.
Yeah, he said it was a frightening, disturbing event that apparently was incited by a TikTok challenge.
Did they catch the guy?
It was unclear which TikTok challenge he was referring to, but he said that it might have been related to the Cardi B incident.
What?
That happened on Saturday. Man, this is bizarre. But I'm taking this to another level that could this then turn into attack a reporter that's doing a live shot or doing a stand-up and, recording, a rap for one of their stories. Listen, I'm just putting this out as a warning. Do not attack a TV reporter. Whatever you do not attack a television reporter.
Or a radio personality.
That too.
Yeah. Well, let's cover the whole base here.
When I saw this, I'm like, oh, crap. This is going to be... Because look at what happens. Look at these stupid morons that see a video on TikTok, which I despise TikTok. It's a Chinese spy operation. But we see these stories time and time again of people that do the absolute stupidest things. I mean, mindless, senseless, brainless things. Oh, because I want to be on TikTok. I want to get a whole bunch of hits. I want to go viral. And I could just see this becoming a trend. So, warning, because this dude, first of all, is he a weatherman or is he a traffic guy?
Everything I see says he's a traffic guy.
Well, but it says but this story says Bob Kelly, longtime meteorologist for Fox 29, and then also it says he's known as the dean of traffic.
Sounds like a jack of all trades.
Yeah, maybe he's doing everything. Or maybe he does sports and news as well.
Yeah,
he also does the I-team.
Yeah, who the hell knows? He is also the I-team chief.
Left I-team.
But the way that he said that he thinks he was attacked as part of a viral TikTok challenge, I'm like, I'm hoping this doesn't morph into, hey, watch me attack this news reporter that's standing with their TV station microphone in front of the camera.
Is it possible that Bob Kelly, the respected traffic journalist,
or meteorologist, or whatever the hell he does at Fox 29 in Philadelphia,
some guy who's managed to stay employed at a TV station in Philadelphia, is it possible he's making up the TikTok challenge part? Because we've heard nothing of this. We've not seen any other reporters attacked or anything. It sounds like he was at a bar with a bunch of drunkards and he got punched.
He was doing an event.
Yeah.
Dude,
but not because
he's on mic. He's doing an event.
But that has nothing to do with him being a reporter.
He's at the event. He's known as the Fox 29 reporter.
Yeah.
Or whatever the hell he does at Fox 29.
Oh, I thought he was on the air.
Dude, I almost got my ass kicked at Banana Joe's back in like 2002.
So the guy pours beer over his head and then punches him in the eye?
Yeah, but
I'm just saying, and then he mentions that he thinks it's part of a viral TikTok challenge.
He doesn't
and
know.
What I'm saying is I hope that this doesn't turn into some kind of a viral national challenge where people think it's going to be funny to punch TV reporters in the eye or in the face. I'm saying don't do it. That's number one. Number two, to all of our television reporter friends, just be really, really careful because you know how these TikTok challenges and these stupid events, how they take flight and how they become viral. I'm just saying, warning, this could turn into something. I see this as a possibility.
You call me when they're standing outside the city council meeting and they get punched. That's what I thought you were talking about. This guy's at a bar.
He said it was a viral TikTok challenge. I'm just saying.
Show me another one, Bob Kelly.
It has the.
Maybe he means the knockout challenge where people were just knocking out people.
I'm saying that it has the possibility, and I'm just warning other television personalities that this could become a thing. Be careful out there because people are idiots. And listen, you talk to any photojournalist, you talk to anyone, or you talk to any reporter or photojournalist for a TV station, when TV cameras are around, people turn into absolute morons.
Yeah.
And then when you add to it social media and all these stupid challenges, it could get ramped up even more. I'm just throwing out a cursory, preemptive warning. It sounds like this could happen. Be careful. That's all I'm saying, Fester. And they knew who this guy was, and he was attacked because he was a TV guy, known out of the Philadelphia market for many, many years.
Trying to think what reporters I could get into a fight with.
Fester, why?
Charlie Belcher will kick your ass.
Charlie Belcher probably would.
Yeah,
I probably
he would.
Fester, why are you even introducing that? I'm trying to say,
You trying to
be
make it go
careful
viral?
out there.
I'm trying to.
And then what are you saying?
I just don't understand.
Why
you know?
would after I'm trying to be nice and I'm trying to warn TV reporters? Why the hell would you say, "Let me think of a TV reporter I can get"? Why would you say that?
Well, one,
That's stupid.
Okay, well, let's really pierce it. One, we do make attempts at humor.
Well, that's not. I don't think that's an attempt at humor.
Okay,
I don't think I would go there.
Okay, fine. You're not going to fight Don Gourmet's, whatever.
Well, he hasn't been on TV in 15 years.
He would have kicked your ass.
He would have too. He would have too.
What are you saying, MJ? You want a bigger name to go more viral?
You know who would have?
What's the matter with you guys?
What is guys? I'm trying to throw out a warning here, and I'm trying to tell people don't even think of doing this. And I got Fester trying to egg things on over here.
I can't think of a reporter I can.
All right, I'm just turning off your mic. What are you saying?
Why are you sitting like
we make
that?
we make dumb jokes around
I
here.
was sitting. I took a picture of it. What an idiot!
You're on your knees on the chair?
Yeah, I'm kneeling on the chair. Look it up here.
I can't see. It looks like you're standing, but your chair is turned backward and you're on your knees?
I just moved it over here, and that's
so weird.
I'm sitting up on my knees.
Dude, you're having mental problems or something.
This is
over here.
ridiculous.
What is the matter with you?
I'm suing this company for saying that I'm having mental problems. That's obviously not true.
Even Froggy is a total degenerate.
How I get bashed for this?
And Froggy's saying, "What's the matter with you?"
It's a little weird, dude.
It's just like you're taking over the room from this position, Fester. That's what it's about.
Bill Ratliff would have kicked my ass.
Oh my God! Stop.
I'm just checking my text.
Go ahead, check your text.
No, because I'm trying to get Andrew Duncan on.
Oh, we have a special guest coming in today. Did I tell you guys that?
No, well, you might want to inform the host of the show.
You informed me. Remember, you asked me to book the intern. Mackenzie?
I didn't remember that.
Somebody else?
Well, it's someone that's going to observe. It's not a special guest. It's just
Yeah.
someone that's going to observe the show.
Well.
All right. So Andrew Duncan, I just texted him a little while ago because there's a couple of real estate items that I want to get to. And I wanted to see if Andrew Duncan from the Duncan Duo was available. They're real estate agents that swipe food from homes' refrigerators that they're showing.
You got to figure the pantry and the refrigerator is fully stocked.
Yeah, I texted him. I don't know if maybe he's not in town. Maybe he's on vacation. No, I was just checking my phone to see if he responded back. But there's a real estate agent accused of it was caught on camera. Can you imagine? You know, everyone's got these cameras in their house these days.
Everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't take anything.
A real estate agent was caught on camera after he opened up a client's fridge, took out a carton of milk, and just took the milk and drank out of the milk carton and then put it back in the fridge. What the hell? Yeah, very unprofessional in so many ways, said the seller, Liska Fullerton, told the Washington Post. The realtor, Michelle Mike Rose, so I guess it's a male Michelle, but goes by Mike Rose, had been waiting for a potential buyer at the client's home, and the surveillance video in the home, which covered the kitchen, caught the real estate agent opening up the fridge, grabbing a carton of milk, doing a chug, and then putting it right back. Is that nuts?
That's gross.
Can I tell you something that I do with the Airbnb sometimes?
Oh, geez, what?
It's nothing bad. It's nothing that I'm not allowed to do.
Yeah.
But sometimes when people check out, you'd be surprised how much stuff they leave behind. And so at a couple of the Airbnbs, they leave really nice products, and I keep them. If they're unopened, I use them, and then it's like I'm hooked on it.
Yeah.
For example,
I saw a story like this.
Yeah.
I never got to it on the show, but I printed out a story a couple of weeks ago. It's probably still in my unused pile, but I saw an item, same thing, that I think it was like I'm an Airbnb host, and you won't believe the treasures people leave behind.
Treasures.
I think that was the title of the story, and it was the crap people leave behind at the Airbnbs.
Okay, a jar of Artisana organic raw cashew butter $16 for that jar. That was all mine. Unopened.
Unopened?
Unopened. Then this whole like case of probiotics, like really good yogurt drinks, special probiotics. I never heard of them. Now I order them from Amazon.
Is that the crap that Jamie Lee Curtis sells on TV or something?
I don't think it was that stuff. No.
Right.
The products like shampoos and I mean it's almost cool because you're like
I think Jamie Lee Curtis has some janked up innards.
That's Activia.
Was that
Activia?
No, it's not Activia. But, yeah.
They were actually sued for making false claims.
Were they?
Yeah, she doesn't say it anymore.
Oh,
does
okay.
She?
I guess I haven't seen that commercial in a while.
Yeah.
All right, so now let me ask you a question.
Yes.
If you said almond butter?
Oh, cashew butter.
Cashew butter.
Oh, so good.
All right, now let's say you have an Airbnb guest, and how many Airbnbs do you and Doug run?
I don't know.
So many she can't
Hold
count.
on, you don't know?
No,
Is
because
it
I
more
don't.
or
How
less
do you
than
not
10?
know how many
Because
Airbnbs you guys run?
I don't do it. I just go pilfer after, like,
Well, all right,
somebody has left.
How many different places?
Give a number. Make it
I
up.
don't know, 6.
There you go.
Six are Airbnbs
All right, so you've
or
been
long or short-term rentals.
All right,
Yeah.
so you have short-term rentals and Airbnbs. So the question is, if you go to one of these Airbnbs and you find, let's say, your cashew butter, now you determined that one was left that was unopened. What happens if you open up the jar and let's say just a little bit, like a teaspoonful, was taken off the top?
Oh, it's got to go.
I hate to say it, but if it's been opened, I'm not going to touch it.
Okay, so if so
Yeah, you don't know if someone stuck their dirty fingers in there and scooped it out
Yeah,
instead of using one of the nice spoons that are available.
Something
right?
that is sealed is something that's sealed, even if a couple people have handled it. But something that's opened once, throw it away.
Yeah, if it's sealed, it's mine.
what else has been left?
Just, I mean, the cool thing is, it's almost like you're getting like a little box in the mail with different goodies.
What about
because-
toothpaste? What if someone leaves toothpaste behind and let's say just a little bit has
No.
been squeezed out of the tube?
No, because some people take toothpaste with their mouth, you know?
What about like
Right? I don't know, but picture it.
what
When someone-
about like a deodorant stick
No.
that just has like it's a little bit used?
One swipe.
And there might be one armpit hair on it. What do you do?
What about a used razor?
MJ, this is like this is like the bougiest dumpster diving ever.
Yes,
Roxanne going
yes.
to Airbnbs and just seeing what they left.
So you're waiting for leftover treasures?
But even if it is a treasure that they've already dipped into, like say it is a stick of deodorant with one armpit hair on it, I'll look at the brand and be like, wow, I've never heard of Native. Of course, that's what I use, but I've never heard of this brand. Now I'm going to try it and see if I like it. Like it gives me new inspiration about what products to try.
Yeah. So Andrew Duncan, he might not be in town, but I was going to ask him, what are your thoughts on a real estate agent like opening up a client's fridge and taking a swig of milk and then putting it right back in? But yeah, apparently real estate agent got in trouble for that.
Ew.
Yeah,
Have you seen the video?
Yeah, I did.
It's like a long shot. You can see
Yeah.
him walking up and just taking a swig and putting it back.
According to the Washington Post piece. Hey, speaking of drinking stuff, there is this dude that claims he can chug anything in under 10 seconds.
Dude, I've seen
he's
some-
like a viral chugger online.
What's his name? I've seen a bunch of like YouTube shorts of people who do
Aiden
that.
Parker. Aiden Parker of Chicago says that he has a technique that allows him to drink anything. Glass of water, fruit drink, fizzy beverages. He claims he can drink and chug anything in under 10 seconds. Now, I don't see, and the guy's got like 750,000 followers. I mean, what the hell? And I don't see what the parameters are as far as the number of fluid ounces. It just says that, let's see, so he claims that he can drink what? He claims he has a record of drinking 500 milliliter bottles of water in just under 10 seconds.
Wow. There's a YouTube guy who just died doing drinking challenges.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he was drinking a big bowl. He was famous for drinking big, large amounts of stuff. And he tried to drink the most amount of water, and you know what happened.
Have you seen this guy on video? He's amazing.
Yeah, I did see the video last night.
He like drinks.
That guy's gonna die.
He puts his mouth to the cup with his mouth wide open, and
Right.
he just pours it in.
But it's not like he's receiving the liquid in the front of his mouth. It's like he opens
Right into
his
the stomach.
It like goes right down the gullet. It's like a pipe where it doesn't even collect in the mouth, that he's just pouring it down like it's a drain.
Yeah, exactly. His skin, he looks very hydrated.
Oh, God, there's a million videos.
That's crazy. All right, I mentioned the Taco Bell lawsuit. Had this in the pile earlier in the week. I just didn't get around to it. And this is something I think we've all noticed, and it's the fast food restaurants' picture of the product versus what you actually get. It's the advertisement, the image, the maybe the menu board and what the product looks like versus the end result once you open up the wrapper and compare. There's a dude by the name of Frank Siragusa, and he is very unhappy with Taco Bell. He is very unhappy with Taco Bell's Mexican pizza and their veggie Mexican pizza and their Crunch Wrap Supreme and the Grand Crunch Wrap and Vegan Crunch Wrap.
Jeez, Frank, what are you mad at the whole menu?
Well, no, it's pretty. He's got a couple items here, but Frank is not happy. He says he paid $5.49 for Mexican pizza at Taco Bell in New York City, and it appeared to contain only half as much beef and bean filling as the photo in Taco Bell's advertising. And in the lawsuit, this dude is suing. And he has comparison photos of the professional image of these Taco Bell food menu items. And then he has A/B comparisons of the advertising photo and then what he actually got. And it is dramatic. It is extremely dramatic with food advertisements, that there are professionals, there are specialists that will spend like a day crafting a burger for, like, let's say a burger chain to be used in a TV commercial or for a photo shoot. You've got stylists. There are, stories like when you see a cup of Coke, let's say. You got a cup of Coke or Pepsi, and it's in a paper cup from the particular fast food chain, and you see like the sweat. You see like the condensation the condensation. Do you know a lot of times that's not real condensation? They use like clear glue.
Yeah, it's like shellac.
They'll use like clear glue to make it look like it's this refreshing cup of cola or whatever with the sweat that's dripping down the side of the cup.
I follow a YouTube channel where they show how they do all that.
Oh man, I mean, I think
cool.
They're shellacking food. They'll put like shellac on like lettuce, and it's amazing because, folks, you look at the images, the side-by-side comparisons of the advertisement versus actual, and I know I've seen there are some websites out there, but this dude is suing. This guy in his lawsuit has very stark comparisons where he says that these items at Taco Bell are nothing like the ads. The food quantity, he says, is slashed as to what the photo shows versus, like, for instance, on, I think it was the Mexican pizza, it shows the beef and the filling, popping out of the outer rim. And then when he shows his, there's like a glop in the middle, and there's like no perimeter leakage of this overflowing quantity of filling like what's in the ad.
All right, this guy's going to lose this lawsuit.
I don't know. So he's doing a proposed class action lawsuit.
Anybody that went to Taco Bell in the last 5 years?
In a proposed class action lawsuit filed earlier this week on Monday in Brooklyn federal court, he accused Taco Bell of deceiving customers by falsely advertising its Mexican pizza, veggie Mexican pizza, Crunch Wrap Supreme, Grand Crunch Wrap, and Vegan Crunch Wrap as containing at least double their actual content. The dude is from Ridgewood, New York, includes photos showing food bursting with beef, cheese, and bright red and green vegetables, juxtaposed with the actual photos of smaller, less vibrant food that other customers posted online. He says Taco Bell ads are unfair and financially damaging to consumers, especially concerning now that the inflation, food, and meat prices are very high.
Oh, God.
Okay, I got a question.
Yeah.
Could the defense be like, okay, in the photo, it's bursting because we fluffed it up that way so that you can see what's inside of it? Because if we didn't, it would just be a shell. But in real life, it's more packed into the shell so you don't spill it on your clothes. Could that be the defense?
I mean,
hold on. What are you, a defense lawyer for the food
she
company?
could be. She could be. Your Honor, I'd like to call my expert witness, Roxanne Wilder.
All right. The
Just
law.
We have purposely designed this. What is it,
No.
chalupa, or is it a,
no.
Mexican pizza?
Listen, there's just nowhere near, first of all, the care in the preparation of the product. Listen, the items that are in the photographs for the advertisements, they are spending a day to make them look that good.
Yeah, but do you ever expect your food to look like that stuff?
Yeah.
I never do.
I'll tell you what. You look at PDQ, for instance. You look at the PDQ sandwich that, like, you get a crispy chicken sandwich from PDQ. You look at the photograph, and I pointed this out, for years. You look at a PDQ photograph of like the crispy chicken sandwich, and then you look at what you get. I'm telling you, PDQ is like the closest thing to like reality, because when I get like a crispy chicken sandwich, it looks like the picture. But a lot of other, and listen, full disclosure, I'm for 10 years or so, I'm a small investor in PDQ, but that's honesty. That's true.
You need to do like a no filter, PDQ no filter campaign. Hashtag this is really what it looks like in real life. What about all these advertisements that you see food and it's shellacked and shiny and like grill marks in it?
Yeah.
And then you go to the restaurant, it's not like that. Oh, I want more shellac on my food. Like, that it's not going to be as shiny and juicy looking in real life.
That's the point. No, that's what they're saying is, don't show us food that looks beautiful if we're going to open up a wrapper and there's going to be a pile of slop in there.
Don't ever go to a fast food place, Roxanne, and say you want more shellac on your stuff.
No, you're not saying you want more shellac.
No, I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah,
that's what would make it look like the picture.
What this guy's saying is that he wants the food to look like the picture in the restaurant. I don't think that's unreasonable.
You're hiring a bunch of ex-cons to work in the kitchen of the fast food place in downtown Manhattan. It's not going to look the same.
The lawsuit seeks at least $5 million for Taco Bell customers who bought the 5 items in New York State in the last 3 years. He is not alleging that the items contain less content than Taco Bell describes on the website. Last year, one of Saragusa's lawyers filed a still pending lawsuit in Brooklyn accusing McDonald's and Wendy's over the actual versus advertised size of their burgers.
Yeah, this is a troll law firm. That's what they are.
Listen, but I would like my food to just even remotely look like the advertisement for the food item. Just try a little, make it look even just a little bit closer. How about that?
All right.
That's all I'm saying. Hey, calls are rolling in. I don't know. I'll grab some phones on this. Let me go to Bill. Bill in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Oh, wow. Are you calling from the office, Bill?
I'm actually calling from the train museum. No, I'm calling from the office.
Wow. Oh, hold on. So, Bill, you're in Scranton. You're listening to the MJ Morning Show. You're not listening to Froggy Radio, whatever the hell that thing is up there.
He's listening to Froggy Radio.
Yeah, we've got a Froggy on the MJ Morning. Hey, is that Froggy radio station still on the air up there?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because remember in the office, you had the Froggy radio station bumper sticker all over the
I should
office.
be the morning guy there.
Yeah. All right, so go ahead, Bill.
So anyways, my aunt works in food photography, and I've been on set with her. It's very interesting. So cheese pizza.
Hey, dude, can you pick up the regular phone?
Please, dude.
Yeah, the speakerphone is just not good.
Is that better?
Yes.
Let me hear. Go ahead.
Okay, so my aunt works in food photography. I've been on set with her, and it's some of the things they use are like glue on pizza to get that pull when they're trying to show like how cheesy it is.
So when they pull the slice out of the pie and you get that long stretch, they're using glue for that?
Yeah.
Like Elmer's, yeah, basically.
What else?
When they do a burger, they're kind of using like there's like these things that they kind of use to stop a wobble on a table at a restaurant. So they're kind of like wedges, sort of like triangle little wedges to create height. And then sometimes they'll even use like little metal like vices to create height, like slight height in like the burger bun and the between the lettuce, and so you can see all the ingredients.
Yeah, we put a doorstop under the burger to lift it up on the bun.
No, but MJ, I've seen
prop it up.
I've seen him use toothpicks in the lettuce, so the top bun just kind of floats on top of the lettuce, but it's not really pressing down on it.
Yeah, I know when I was a kid, and this goes back a while. When I was a kid, I think I recall that Campbell's Soup got in trouble with, I think, the Federal Trade Commission, because Campbell's Soup, in advertisements for their soup, with the soup like in a bowl or in a pot on the stove, that to make the vegetables poke through, they filled the whole like bowl with marbles. And then, seriously, I'm not making this up.
They do, exactly.
They
or
fill
or some sort of heightening device.
Yeah,
exactly.
so they filled the whole like pot of soup with marbles, and then they put the vegetables on top of the marbles, so the vegetables would poke through the surface of the soup. And I thought that they got in trouble for that.
But it has to present well, though. I mean, otherwise it'll sink to the bottom and it will say red soup.
Yeah. All right, Bill. Thanks for the call, buddy.
Thanks, Bill.
Bill up in Scranton, Pennsylvania, the Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area.
Cool.
Yeah. Hey, go to Google quickly.
Okay.
And I want to see if I'm remembering that correctly. So go to Google and type in Campbell Soup lawsuit or Campbell Soup marbles. Campbell Soup marbles. That ought to bring up marbles. All right, hang on a sec. History.
That time Campbell's Soup put marbles in their soup?
Look at that. It says, what was this? Hang on. This is from that time Campbell's Soup. In the world of food advertising, there's a concept known as propping, which is industry jargon for making the food look as good as possible via sometimes rather, shall we say, unusual means. While proper lighting and setting are a given, a good food stylist, which is a thing, by the way, there is.
Propping is to food photos what fluffing is to porn, right?
No.
Okay, that's
Well, making stuff pop up. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know if you go for.
What do you know about fluffing?
I just saw the movie with Mark Wahlberg in it, so I just remember that.
If you apply for a propping job and your only reference is a fluffer, you're probably not going to get that job.
For example, it's common practice when shooting meat to lightly spray it with oil to give the illusion that it's plump, juicy, fresh from the oven, when in reality, it may be several days old and already beginning to rot when the advertising picture is taken. All right, so where's the Campbell Soup thing? Where's the story on this?
It's a long article. I just found it.
Oh, my God. But the headline is that time that the Campbells used marbles in their soup. And hold on, is that it right there? So why did this spur a massive shift in law concerning it? Well, there's an old saying in advertising, something the Campbell Soup Company learned firsthand when H.J. Heinz, known for their many sauces, but also a maker of soups, filed a complaint with the FTC about Campbell's putting marbles in their soup to make it look like it contained more ingredients than it did. So Campbell Soup, understandably, was annoyed about this, and a few years later returned the favor by kindly alerting the FTC that Heinz ketchup contained mold. What?
Oh, wow. That's what gives it that zing.
What the hell?
I like that mold.
But I remember this is like 1970s. And I remember I was a kid, and I remember the discussion about Campbell's Soup getting in trouble for putting marbles in their soup commercials, to prop up the vegetables.
That's funny.
It's smart, really.
Yeah. Hey, Roxanne, have you heard about this? Women are not wearing underwear to the gym?
I just read that. Like 2 seconds ago, I just read that.
How long that you didn't know I was going to do this?
No, I had no idea, but I just threw it in the trash. But I mean, not because I didn't want to talk about it, but I was like, okay. I just read that story. That's crazy. Okay.
There is a trend where women are wearing their workout outfits. So they're wearing their Lululemons or they're wearing their spandex but they're not wearing underwear under their gym wear.
And they believe it's inspired by a Kardashian.
Yeah, Khloe Kardashian. Where did she tell everyone that I go to the gym and I don't wear underwear under my gym clothes?
I thought she wore Skims.
What is that Kim Kardashian's company? Is that
Skims?
Is that what it's called?
Skims. Yep.
Yeah.
And I saw something that like her company's now worth. Does she own
4
that
billion.
whole?
Yeah.
I saw $5 billion.
$5 billion. Yeah,
Is she the sole owner of that?
No, it's her and two other sisters.
So
the family owns it.
No, it's her and two other sisters
that are not Kardashians.
No, yes.
Gotcha.
Oh, like the Johnson girls.
You're something like that.
I saw an item in the last week or so that's is it Skims?
Skims, I believe so.
SKYMS, is that it or something? That the company is worth like $5 billion now. So where did Khloe Kardashian start this crap about not wearing underwear to the gym?
Once she saw the price of Skims underwear, she's like, forget this. I'm just going.
Hey, listen, I don't have a lot of time here, but are there women listening right now that are doing this? Are there women that are going to the gym? Are you listening to us right now and you are following this trend of not wearing underwear under your gym clothes? All right, quickly. I don't have a lot of time. I'm up against the clock here. 800-990-1047. Is this a thing? What's going on here? 800-990-1047. Have you heard of this? Are you doing this? How long have you been doing this? How did you hear about this? Women not wearing underwear. They're wearing their spandex workout pants, whatever their workout attire is, and there's no underwear. And apparently Khloe Kardashian is one of the big names that's pushing this crap.
I think it depends upon the type of spandex or type of workout pants you're wearing, whether or not you can wear underwear.
Do you remember, was it Lululemon? There was one brand that, remember, it was like see-through?
Yes.
And people didn't know it was see-through, and it turned out, was there a recall or they had to fix the product? But I think it was like a black lycra or spandex Lululemon, like women's workout garment, and it was like totally see-through. The women are putting these black pants on thinking, oh, it's black, it's going to, and then like people are able to like see right through.
Yeah, I'm looking at images of it right now. It's like once it gets in the sunlight and the material's stretched out, you could totally see.
All right, phones are all jammed up here. All right, Andrew, get these turned around quickly because I don't have a lot of time. 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047. Natalie's in Tampa. Natalie, are you aware of this trend of women not wearing underwear?
Well, I didn't even know there was a trend, but I don't, because if you're doing lunges, you get wedgie and it's just uncomfortable. And as long as your leggings or your Lululemons are thick enough, no one can see anything.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. The thickness is what matters.
All right, so apparently this is like a trend now. So Natalie, how long have you been going underwearless at the gym?
Pretty much since college, because I played sports in college. And when you do track and field, you have built-in underwear, so you don't wear an extra pair of underwear.
And Natalie, how old are you now?
41.
Gotcha. And this is just common? You never wear underwear when you work out?
Nope.
And what type of workouts do you do? Is it just gym? Is it aerobic? Is it strength training? Or do you run or jog?
A little bit of everything, and even on the treadmill. So and it's one less piece of laundry you have to wash as well.
Oh, there you go. Natalie, thanks for the call. Thanks for listening. Look at the phones exploding here. Colette in Tampa. Colette, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, good morning.
Were you aware of this trend, or you just been doing it?
I've just been doing it the past 20 years. Same things that Natalie was saying. It's just, you got to let yourself breathe, and that's just too much material down there.
All right, so wait a minute. So why is Khloe Kardashian getting credit for starting this new viral trend of women not wearing underwear under their workout clothes when I've got two calls now that have been doing this for decades?
Because I'm not a reality star.
Well, there you go.
Good answer.
Colette, phenomenal answer.
Smart.
Thank you, Colette. Thanks for listening.
Sure, thank you. Bye.
Colette, are you doing the $1,000 game? You trying to win that?
Yes, I am.
All right, so you know it is now 8:48, so coming up, we're just a short time away from 9 o'clock. Between 9 and 9:20, folks, coming up in a very short amount of time, between 9 and 9:20, I'm going to give you the next MJ Cash Stash song to listen for. So that's coming up in a bit, Colette. Thanks for listening. One more call, and I got to take a break because I'm a little overtime here. Yeah, this is like bonus. I'm a little over an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. Rachel, last call on this, Wesley Chapel. Rachel, go ahead.
Hi. Yeah, so you don't want to wear underwear when you're wearing
like compression pants or leggings to the gym because it's just too much.
And then how long have you been like going underwearless? Has this been like forever?
Oh yeah, like forever since I've been working out.
All right, so it's kind of bogus that Khloe Kardashian is getting credit for this going viral, isn't it?
Yeah, just like her fake workouts. If you ever see her videos, they're bizarre.
You said fake workouts?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Rachel, thanks for listening.
Thanks.
Look at that. So this is a thing, and it's been a thing for a long time. And here you got Khloe Kardashian getting credit for this so-called viral no underwear for women at the gym deal. So just their outerwear, no underwear on the workouts. All right, time at 8:50. So I'm running a little late here, folks. But when we get back, that's going to open up the window for the revelation of the next MJ Cash Stash song. So hang on. Hey, Roxanne, I also want to ask you about unapproachable makeup. Do you know about this? This is fascinating. Don't.
I was just starting to Google it.
Yeah, I know. Put your hands in the air like you don't care.
You don't want me to be prepared to talk about it. Just
all right, you know
off
what?
the cuff.
All right,
okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Listen, this is really interesting. Women and unapproachable makeup. And guys, you ought to pay attention to this as well. What does this mean? This is an interesting trend. Allegedly, unapproachable women and makeup. All right, hold on. That's coming up next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. There. 9:01, and we are firmly inside the 9 o'clock hour, and we are minutes away. It could happen at any time between 9 and 9:20, which is right now between 9 and 9:20. I'm going to give you the next MJ Cash Stash song. When you hear that song play later today, guaranteed before 6 o'clock. So during the workday, when you hear the song that I'm about to tell you to listen for, just be the seventh caller at 800-990-1047, and you win $1,000. Now, yesterday's winner was Holly in Clearwater, and Holly grabbed $1,000. On Monday, it was Leah in St. Petersburg. Man, I've got the whole list. So this is now, the fourth week, right?
Yeah.
Because we've already given away 15, 16. So as of yesterday, we're at $17,000. When we finish this week, it'll be $20,000. 20 winners of $1,000 apiece. And the cool thing, this is a local contest. This is not one of the national contests that a lot of the radio companies do. Listen, we do the national contest as well.
Yeah.
And that's like, text the word. You
have a 15-minute window to text a word in, and then it's a randomly generated winner.
Those are national contests where you're competing against other radio stations within that company.
And people win.
And people win. Those are real contests, and people win, but you're playing against a lot of more people. This contest, the MJ Cash Dash, is local only. It's only Q105 listeners that are in on the shot to win $1,000. So 9:03 now, anytime now, I'll give you the next Cash Stash song, so stand by. So, Roxanne, did you look up the women and unapproachable makeup? Did you look this up?
I didn't. I just am going to have the show come to me and be surprised.
That's right.
Generation Z, which I think our guest is Generation Z, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. Hey,
Hold on. What's your name?
Yeah. So we've got a guest in studio.
Yeah, I'm Mackenzie from Lutz.
Yeah. So, Mackenzie, now you reached out to me via email. And then I forwarded the email, I believe, to you, Roxanne. And Roxanne, you booked this. Yeah, Fester, go ahead and grab Mike Ford there, Fester. Because Fester just gave Mackenzie.
Yeah, here we go.
All right.
Ooh, I sound better on Mike 4.
No, you don't.
It sounds really.
You sound hollow.
I sound like crap.
No, Mike 4 does not sound that good. No, because I know what you sound like on Mike 3. Mike 4 is not tuned the same way.
All right.
So, Mackenzie, how old are you?
I'm 20.
All right, so you're right in Generation Z. Have you heard of this unapproachable? And you're in because you're a communication student or journalism student?
Yeah, I'm a strategic communication student at Washington and Lee.
And Washington and Lee, that's near
Virginia, Lexington.
Yeah, so Lexington, Virginia, that's where VMI is.
Yeah, that's right next door.
Yeah, so that is actually very close to where Michelle's mom lives, up in Rockbridge County.
Oh, yeah.
Fascinating talking about Virginia geography talk. Really, riveting stuff.
Hey, listen, that's where during COVID, when we were up in New York, and when COVID hit in March of 2020, and New York City turned into a hellscape, and we didn't know what the hell was going on, we got in the car and we drove Chloe and Julian and the two dogs. We drove from Manhattan right to Rockbridge County, and Chloe and Julian and the dogs, they were there for like 3 months. Until we moved back to Florida full time. And so congratulations on your budding career, hopefully.
Oh, thank you.
And what year are you in?
I'm going into my junior year right now.
All right, so junior year starts, then senior, and what do you want to do? Dream job.
Dream job?
Dream job. You want to be like Monday Night Football sideline reporter?
It's close. I would love to be on Golf Channel, be a Golf Channel sideline reporter.
Oh, awesome.
Are you a golfer?
I am a golfer. I actually golf at Washington and Lee.
So you're on the golf team?
I am.
And I know nothing about golf, but are you good?
No, I suck.
Yeah, she's on the golf team, but she's
How
terrible.
hard could it be to make the golf team at Washington and Lee?
What do they call it? What's your handicap?
That's right.
Is that what?
That's exactly right. I'm a 4 handicap, but
is that good or bad? I have no clue.
That's good.
Right, so next time,
no handicap is
I know 4 handicaps as well.
Next time somebody asks you what's your handicap, say a stutter, and then see how that goes.
That's true. I hate your microphone.
I hate this microphone too, but
stop talking then.
All right, fine. Goodbye.
Yeah, Fester sounds different on mic number 4. All right, so you being Generation Z at 20 years old, have you heard about this new Generation Z trend where women are painting on unapproachable makeup to reject men.
Ooh, I haven't.
You haven't heard about this?
No.
All right, this is interesting. All right, Fester, take your mic back. So, Mackenzie, come on over to put Mackenzie.
Mackenzie, you talk on the crap mic.
Well, but the deal is we know what Fester sounds like on mic 3. Then when you go to mic 4, you just sound different.
All right.
Whereas if we've never heard Mackenzie's going to sound fine on mic number 4.
I can put my feet back up.
All right. Mackenzie was taking Froggy's lounge space.
So here's the deal. Attractive Generation Z women are doing something called, and this has gone viral, hashtag unapproachable makeup. And they're painting on makeup that's kind of fierce. It's like a fierce look. And it's to like thwart these guys that, want to get all up in their business.
Like, are they putting on like leopard spots and like
What do they put on
fierce cat eye?
like a bitch face, sort of?
No. They put on like, what's that skin disease? Rosacea. With the rouge.
No. Stop making crap up.
I don't know. I'm asking. I don't know what they're asking.
Yeah, they're putting on herpes sores on their face. No, that's
very
not,
unapproachable.
That's not what they're doing. I'm going to hold up a picture right now to MJTV, and I'll show the room. This is a woman. It's what they do with like their eyebrows and their eyelashes and sort of like eye makeup. I'm holding this up. This is what's being done, and I'm holding it up to MJTV right now. And this is what's being called unapproachable makeup. And so, Roxanne, how would you describe this? Are you looking at the image on your computer?
Yeah, I'm looking at the image on my computer.
All right, so how would you describe that?
You know what's odd about it is I see it as a little bit goth, but I see the very hard eyebrows, even thicker than what we've seen as of late, and then kind of pointed at the tips. And then again,
At the what?
At the tips of
gosh.
But
okay. Wait a minute.
I just feel like it's more of a fierce cat eye. But I would think if you wanted to do unapproachable makeup, then you do really thick foundation. So if someone's going to approach you and kiss you, they're going to get all of their clothes.
But
that's not approachable.
It's also darker. So they're using darker makeups. And this is what what's her name again? It's Meggie. So Meggie, Megi, she's a 22-year-old style influencer. What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be an influencer. All right. So
get that money.
She says men are intimidated by women in darker makeup. And says that when she's not rocking the so-called savage look, guys harass her with like, hey, let me buy you a drink, or hey, I'm taking you home with me tonight, right? That kind of crap. And she says, but when she wears her so-called unapproachable makeup, she says they do not come up to her because the look incites fear that they're going to get rejected. And she says, and they are.
You know what's a good thing to do too is you just carry like a really sharp kitchen knife with you and flash it anytime you meet a guy, and that usually keeps them away as well.
All right, let me hold this up. Did you see the A-B comparison? Did you see the...
Yeah, I did. And the A comparison, she looks like Girl Next Door, and she does look approachable.
Look at this. And then look at the next one, and it looks... I would much more likely approach and talk to someone that looks like that than that. I think there's something to it.
Well,
it's almost like the after with the intimidation makeup. It almost looks like they're like bitchier and just not as approachable or friendly, or they'll bite your face off.
Look at her facial expression in comparison A, comparison B. Look at her facial expression. She's smiling and she's like easygoing. So yeah, it's all about your expressions.
What are those bad teeth they used to sell? Uncle Buck's?
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you put those in?
It's a big mouthful of rotted out teeth.
Fake boogers hanging out.
Are Uncle Buck teeth still around?
I think so. It's more of a novelty than a...
Yeah.
I still have my pair that we got back in the day.
Yeah. I still have mine as well, but I tried them a couple of years ago.
They don't fit anymore.
Well, because your teeth drift. Your
okay.
Your teeth move around.
Remember somebody brought us those?
My daughter found the gold grill.
I still have
my gold grill.
I still have mine too.
My daughter's like, "What is this?" I'm like, "It's a grill," and she's like, "What?" And I tried to pop it on,
It doesn't
and it was
fit.
painful.
Who made those for us?
I remember the guy coming in and making them.
It was a jeweler,
a local jeweler
They're
that
awesome.
made like gold and diamond grills that you'd put it up in your mouth. I think they were made out of like 10-karat gold or something.
You had the letter fester on my mouth every time I smiled.
Dude, on my 2 front teeth, I had an M and a J in diamonds.
And it fit.
I had Goldie Wilson for mayor.
So, again, I have mine as well, and I tried those on.
They hurt when you put them in
Oh,
now.
yeah. I mean, it doesn't fit because, listen,
That was 23 years ago.
well, your teeth move, and they don't fit me anymore. But, yeah, the same deal. I still have my set of gold grill as well.
That's so funny.
Yeah. All right, so, Roxanne, what do you say you start doing unapproachable makeup
Do it tomorrow.
on MJTV? Why, yeah, seriously. This is a great idea. Why don't tomorrow you do unapproachable makeup? Can you emulate this?
Unapproachable makeup day.
I mean, I think I can emulate that.
I want to
but I'd
see
have to go out and
Roxanne. I want to
try.
see Roxanne unapproachable makeup.
Here's why she can't.
Usually her makeup's very approachable.
Unapproachable makeup is backed up with an attitude, which Roxanne does not naturally possess.
Roxanne's the nicest person
She's a
on
genuinely nice, friendly person who really doesn't fit in around here because we're all a bunch of trolls. And but you know,
speak for yourself.
Oh my gosh,
you don't even say good morning to her.
You're the trolliest of all three of us trolls. I mean, yeah, you live under the nicest bridge, but you are the trolliest. No, MJ, but look, this unapproachable makeup.
Dude,
it's
you're
a whole...
the size of Rhode Island, and you're telling me I'm the trolliest?
You're the size of a bridge that he lives under.
He lives under me. All right, so no, listen. It's backed up by an attitude. I mean, look, she has like a pout on her face. Her face is very withdrawn. There's no smile, no kind of emotion, and that kind of lends itself to being unapproachable, giving off the "Hey, don't talk to me" vibe.
One picture she's smiling, and one she's
that's
frowning.
It's so stupid.
Give me a break.
I have unapproachable makeup because I don't smile. Well, great. Yeah, whatever.
She's hot either way.
How about we dress up Evelyn Jade in unapproachable makeup and
I don't think
have her come in and with her resting bitch face?
I don't want to hear about your 6-year-old in makeup.
This isn't a 6-year-old
segment. Exactly. Yeah. Hey, speaking of kids, you sent me a note, Roxanne, and I guess this was last weekend, and you were at, what a shocker, was this your sister's pool again? Is this where you shot the thirst trap butt shot on on the pool raft?
Very famous pool.
It's where Fester now has shot his own thirst trap photo.
Yes. Hold on a second. How much time do you spend at your... And this is not like her private pool. This is like the community pool.
It's a really nice pool.
Do you log my time there or something?
I mean, it just seems that you're always at your sister's pool.
It's got to be nice because Roxanne has a pool. I mean, she'd rather go to the...
Yeah. So you've got a pool in your backyard, but you'll go to your sister's pool?
Yeah, because I meet my nieces there, and the 4 girls swim together, and we hang out, and it's like the kids can play together.
Now, you sent me a note. You were at your sister's pool, and there were a group of kids like 10 years old, and they were grilling you on the morning show?
It was kind of cute. They just kind of swam up to me.
How does all y'all get recognized so much? I never do.
Dude, I never get recognized
You're telling me that you're telling me 10-year-old kids at your sister. Oh my God, it's Roxanne from the MJ Morning Show.
I recognize that ass anywhere.
I saw that butt hanging out on a pool raft.
That's the butt, guys. That's the butt.
I saw your bikini all wedged up in there. 10-year-olds are approaching you on this?
Okay, we go from saying my 6-year-old can't wear makeup to what you just said about 10-year-olds. That's really appropriate. No, they just rolled up to me because, I mean, truth be told, I think that they knew there's Angela, that's my sister, and Roxanne's sister is on the MJ Morning Show. So I think that's like the connection.
Ange brags about
the 10-year-old said that they listen to the show all the time?
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic.
That's too young.
They just rolled up to me. They're like, hey, is it true that Froggy ate someone's underwear or ate the underwear? I was like, what?
Froggy ate underwear?
I've consumed numerous edible
listen,
panties.
he's not beyond it, but I don't know that we've done it on the radio.
So,
I don't know. That used to be MJ's bit. Bet. I'll eat my underwear. Remember, you used to always say, I'm so sure this is going to happen. If it doesn't happen, I'll eat my underwear.
I never said that.
Yeah, I feel like...
I never said that ever.
It sounded familiar to me. Yeah, I think it's conflated. It sounded familiar to me, but I couldn't give the specifics. I'm like, I don't know. I texted both Fester and Froggy. I was like, anybody need any underwear?
Did these 10-year-old kids have parents there, or did the parents just drop the kids off at the pool?
No, they
That's the only reason why I did the whole story.
know.
That's the only reason why I did that.
You obviously don't care.
Yeah, we don't care about kids talking to you at the pool.
No.
Sorry,
Listen,
Rob.
I think it's great that a bunch of 10-year-olds listen to the MJ Morning Show because this is a very educational morning show.
It is.
You will learn more from this show than any freaking Sesame Street show,
That's
okay?
right.
I'm telling you right now, you'll learn. What time is it? 9:16? All right, let's do it. Let's do the Cash Stash song. Oh, boy, I'm going to say something and Froggy's going to want to beat my butt.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and say it?
I really don't care for this artist.
Oh, my God, who is it?
Oh, God.
But Froggy does. Froggy unnaturally likes this artist.
Is it my boy? Don't
Tid-
say...
Today's Cash Stash song of the day for $1,000
Don't tell me.
is Margaritaville.
Yeah!
Froggy's going to come
Don't
over.
say it.
I don't like Jimmy. All right, hey, don't come on.
I have this.
Stay
here,
over there.
I have this here for the
my
very
God.
occasion.
He's got a spike like at
like a
a
shiv.
Game of Thrones or something.
This is my
Stop. Put
Jimmy Spike.
Put that down.
Talk back about Jimmy.
All right, so today's Cash Dash song is Margaritaville by Jimmy Buffett. That is guaranteed to play before 6 p.m. during the workday. When you hear Jimmy Buffett, Margaritaville,
All right.
be the 7th caller, 800-990-1047, and win $1,000 with the MJ Cash Stash here on Q105. So good luck. Yeah, I'm sorry, Froggy. I'm not into Jimmy Buffett. I'm just being honest. I'm not going to pretend like just because it's the Cash Stash. So, oh, my God, I love Jimmy Buffett. If he was in a bus crash, I wouldn't care.
Oh my gosh, bite your tongue.
Listen, first of all,
I'm sorry. He did. I'm sorry. No, I should have said that. Oh, that's right. He's already been in a plane crash, Andrew said. No, listen. I don't want anything to happen to Jimmy Buffett. I hope. And didn't he have a health problem recently?
Yes, but he's kicked out.
Didn't he have
He's doing well.
Didn't he have like his lungs removed or something?
I think his intestine, all of them.
His whole intestine.
I think all of it's out.
I think his heart was taken out.
Yeah,
I think
his heart to sing these awesome songs.
They amputated his heart, if I'm not mistaken. No, listen, I'm just being honest. I'm not a huge Jimmy Buffett fan. I don't wish him any ill will.
But you'll waste money to go see that hack Bon Jovi.
That was an expensive concert.
Yes, okay. At least Jimmy can still sing.
That was an expensive concert. All right, so good luck with the Cash Dash. $1,000 on the way in just a bit. Roxanne.
Yes.
Fester.
Yes.
Froggy. I have a very important question for you when we get back in minutes. Oh, Taylor Swift. Oh, see, I'm not a Taylor Swift fan either.
She's the queen of the world.
Hey, Mackenzie, you're 20.
I'm 20.
All right. I'm curious what you think of Taylor Swift. No, hold on. All right, so we have a college student who's kind of shadowing this morning, asked to come in and observe the morning show. So she is 20 years old, goes to Washington and Lee up in Virginia, and I'm just curious. But I've got a couple of Taylor Swift items today where what is today? Today is the 2nd. All right, tomorrow is the date. Is Taylor Swift going to adhere to a request for tomorrow, August 3rd, or is she going to spit in their faces? But then we've heard about Taylor Swift doing this very nice thing. All right, hold on. A loaded final segment here on a Wednesday. Next, we're back in a minute. Look at this. How about a free donut? Yeah. So Krispy Kreme is giving you losers a free donut. Now, listen, I know that sounds a little harsh, but listen, that's true. That's accurate. Yeah, participating Krispy Kreme locations, because of the Mega Millions jackpot from last night, which was, $1 billion. Nobody won.
Right.
Nobody won. I got to take my ticket to get scanned to see if I have any subsequent prizes. Listen, because on Friday's drawing, I had a $20 winner for Mega Millions. I laid down $30 for 10 games with the Mega Plier, and I won 20. So, I got 2/3 of my money back. So Krispy Kreme, I get today only. Today's the 2nd of August.
Today's the day.
Today only. If you go to Krispy Kreme and you show them your losing Mega Millions lottery ticket from last night, they'll give you a free donut.
All right, so here's my question.
Yeah.
I have 10 tickets on one card, on one sheet. Do I get 10 donuts?
No.
Or is it because I also have a couple
Give me a dozen.
I also have a couple of singles.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me this single loser in my hand is worth as much as my 10-pack of losers?
It
One
doesn't matter.
stinking donut?
Just as long as you have losing tickets, just show them at Krispy Kreme. While supplies last, you'll get a free donut today. So if you got a losing Mega Millions ticket in your possession from last night, and nobody won the jackpot, so everyone's eligible. If you're passing by Krispy Kreme, just pop in the parking lot or hit the drive-thru. Say, hey, here's my losing Mega Millions, and get a free donut today at Krispy Kreme.
Oh, dude, I'm going to go through the drive-thru like 5 times.
Oh, this just in as well. Burn Steakhouse. Show them your losing ticket, and you'll get a free 16-ounce porterhouse. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
Not Joe.
Good luck.
What a deal.
Good luck. While supplies last.
I want to ask you guys a question here. So, Froggy, Fester, Roxanne, would you want to live on a cruise ship for 2 years?
I don't think I'd want to live on a cruise ship for 2 days.
After 4 days, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get off that thing.
I think your chances of norovirus skyrocket if you're going to be on the ship for 2 years. No, but here's the deal.
Forget all you guys. I'd love to be on a boat for 2 years. How many different ports of call?
Well, that's the point. There is a 2-year trip around the world, which is being offered, and they're calling it the Voyage of a Lifetime. This is a new cruise experience, and it is a 2-year trip, which will leave from Florida, and it sails like the entire planet. It's the Victoria Cruise Line, 2 years, 214 ports of call, 115 countries. The ship is 750 feet long. It's a 100-foot wide, 100-foot beam, 1,000 passengers.
That's not a really big. Is that a big cruise ship? I don't know. Doesn't sound like a big cruise ship.
Some of those monster whopper ships are like 5,000 people on there.
On my last Disney cruise, it was half.
Like the new monstrosity of the seas.
Yeah.
What is that one?
I think it's called the monstrosity of the seas. How many people were on your Disney?
That would be a great name for a ship. It's the who does that? Is that Carnival or Royal Caribbean? Who does the of the seas?
Royal Carnival Norwegian. I don't know.
No, that's a Royal Caribbean.
Andrew's telling me it's Royal Caribbean.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? We ought to come up with names for all the monstrosity of the seas.
Yeah. The albatross of the ocean. All right. So, how much is the ticket?
I'm about to get to that.
Okay.
So, it's $2,400 a month.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
per person.
So if it's 2 years is 24 months.
It's like 50 grand or something.
No.
Altogether?
So it's $2,400 a month times 24 months.
$48,000 something.
57. Is that right?
That's what I said.
Yeah. So it's
it is
50,000.
yeah.
So for a little over $100,000, you and the old lady can live on a cruise ship.
No, a little over 50,000.
Wait a second.
Two people.
Hold on a second.
Oh, two people.
Two people.
So now the cabin price, the cheapest is $2,400 a month.
See, that's the
So
thing.
that's
it's an interior.
Yeah. So the inside cabin is about $2,400 a month per person. And folks are saying, listen, it's actually very affordable. If you add up like rent or I don't know if you're going to sell your house or if you rent or whatever. But anyway.
Property taxes. Yeah, all that stuff you don't have to
but
pay.
but if you still have your house while you're you're still paying property taxes.
Right, no, but I'm
obviously.
saying if you don't have a house.
If you're just renting and you let your lease run out.
If you find a good renter, paying all the bills on the house, you get rid of your car for 2 years. You know, what other bills you have? Cell phone? I mean,
for 2 years, again, it's not going to be the most desirable cabin. You're not going to have an outdoor balcony.
How much is the balcony?
I don't have that number. That's not. Oh, wait a sec.
If it's like $400,000 for the balcony, forget it. I'll see the ocean plenty on this trip.
Let me give you the details. So, passengers on board the Victoria Cruise Line consist of retirees or digital nomads. They can even work.
Yeah.
On the ship. You can even do work as it floats if you can do stuff remotely. Anybody who's working from home who says that it has to be a home fixed to the ground, why can't it be at sea? Those who have an inside cabin will be paying about $2,400 a month per person. According to Valerie Linderoth, a Victoria Cruises brand ambassador, she says, hey, it's actually pretty affordable. While the price of $2,400 a month may not sound affordable at first, there are other factors. Rent paid monthly includes cooked meals, television, Wi-Fi, gym, pool, spa, access to doctors, nurses, and a dentist on board the ship. They do your laundry 3 times a week. Free laundry, no cleaning, no making your bed.
They make the bed. They have room service that comes in every day.
Turn down service every night. The $2,400 price tag is for one person in an inside cabin, and I'm guessing that's based on double occupancy. But if you choose, let's see, I guess there's another option. It'll cost you $5,000 a month. If you take, there's a 24-month option and a 12-month. So you can get off the ship after a year, or you can stay on for the full 2 years.
The kick in the head, though, MJ, that they're not talking about is like the drink package. Are they going to nickel and dime you?
Oh, good question.
And then it's going to cost you $38,000 for drinks. No, but
then there's excursions on every port of call.
Yeah.
I mean, we went to a port of call and didn't do anything, and all I saw was a bunch of people at a Mexican flea market, where other people went on an excursion and saw, the ruins or something.
Yeah.
But it was several $100s.
So the cruise leaves from Fort Lauderdale on December 1st. I mean, that does sound interesting. I'm not in a huge rush to do a cruise. We've had a couple of good cruises, and I've only done, let's see, we did a Carnival cruise with the MJ and BJ morning show, and that was a pretty nasty ship. Remember, that was like a junky old ship?
Yeah, it was like the Carnival Diarrhea or something, right? It was like the name of the ship.
That's a good name for a ship. Yeah.
All discount packages.
Yeah.
Everything's brown.
So, but Carnival stepped up the game. Carnival's really stepped up the game. You know, they have nicer ships, but when we did the MJ and BJ cruise, we had like the oldest derelict ship in the Carnival fleet, I think, that used to be based at Tampa. But no, Carnival stepped up the game here locally. But you know, we did that, and then we did 2 cruises, and it's been a long time. We did the Inner Passage Alaska cruise, which I really kind of enjoyed, and then we did a 10-day Mediterranean, which was awesome. And that was like Copenhagen and then Germany. We went to St. Petersburg, Russia, and then Finland and Sweden. And that was a pretty cool cruise, but it's been a long time since we did it. Anyway, Roxanne, would you go on a 2-year cruise, yes or no?
No, I just would feel trapped.
All right. Fester, you said yes?
Yeah, sign me up. No problem.
You're in. And then Froggy, I think you're a no, right?
No, man, I can't live in a little bunker for that long.
What if I were on the cruise and I was telling you mad jokes all the time?
9:37 at the MJ Morning Show. The Taylor Swift item here. And I wanted to ask our special guest in the studio, who is Mackenzie. And Mackenzie's a college student who emailed and said, hey, would you mind if I popped in? I'm a communications major. I go to Washington and Lee University in Virginia. You mind if I come in? You're from Lutz. You've listened to the MJ Morning Show for a while. Fester, why are you walking away from your microphone?
Because it's planned.
He's trying to give me the
frame.
video
Because she's going to use some of this video footage for her reel.
You don't have to stand in the corner.
Yeah, but she doesn't want to have a professional reel with this big fat blob of a man standing next.
Here, you make me look good.
All right, so Mackenzie is hanging out in the studio for a little over an hour.
All right.
And I've got a couple of Taylor Swift items. First of all, is Taylor Swift going to give in to the request that she cancel all of her L.A. concerts? First of all, do you know how many of Taylor Swift era tour concerts? Do you know how many she's doing in L.A. at SoFi? Take a guess. How many shows is she doing?
I mean, normally she did 3 in like a city like Tampa. Is she doing like 3 weeks? What, 9 concerts? I don't know. How many?
6.
6? So 2 weeks?
She's doing 6 shows in Los Angeles.
Because she only does, Thursday, Friday, Saturday shows.
So is that 3 weeks?
No, it's three nights,
it would
2
be,
weeks.
So if it would be 2 weeks, yeah, because it's 6 shows. Here's the deal. A labor union in Southern California representing thousands of hotel housekeepers, they're asking Taylor Swift to postpone her concerts, which start tomorrow night, Thursday night. They're asking her to postpone the concert to support them in their quest for what they say is a living wage. We make beds, clean bathrooms, take care of every guest's need. Your shows make our hotels a lot of money, according to the letter to Taylor Swift. In Los Angeles, hotels are doubling and tripling what they charge because you are coming. They also add junk fees on rooms just like Ticketmaster does, but we see none of it. So hotel workers are asking her to postpone her LA shows, which begin tomorrow night. They're striking. So they've also joined striking Hollywood writers and actors on the picket lines as well. So the question is, will Taylor Swift lend support to their cause and postpone her LA shows beginning tomorrow night? I'm guessing the chance is about the zippo that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So are they going to hate Taylor Swift all of a sudden? Or all these hotel maids and housekeepers? Are they going to be?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know how many hotel maids are going to be in the audience.
Yeah. So, she's slated to perform 6 straight nights.
Get out of here. Okay.
Yeah, that's what this says. So I guess it's not going to be 2 weeks on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This says that she's slated to perform 6 straight nights at SoFi Stadium beginning tomorrow, August 3rd. And the union leaders hope that Taylor Swift will support by postponing the shows. They say she has taken on corporate greed to make sure artists get fairly compensated and that those workers behind the scenes in her own music get the treatment they deserve, blah, blah, blah. That's according to the co-president of Unite Here Local 11 at a rally outside of the Hyatt Regency at LAX. But there is absolutely no indication that Taylor Swift is going to postpone her shows to support the striking housekeepers at hotels in Los Angeles. Now, Mackenzie, our special millennial guest, I'm just curious, at 20 years old...
Wait, I think she said Gen Z.
I'm Gen Z.
Oh, what did I say?
I'm even younger than
I'm sorry. I meant Gen Z.
Get it right.
I apologize. So, Mackenzie, do you like Taylor Swift, yes or no?
No.
All right, hang on. I was
Calm
just
down,
curious.
Swifties.
All right,
Calm down.
all right, so a little louder into the microphone. Why you said no? You don't like Taylor. Why don't you like Taylor Swift?
She's unbelievably talented. It's just not my type of music.
Gotcha.
What a economical corporate answer.
So what do you like? What is your music?
60s, 70s, and 80s.
Really?
Whoa.
Wow.
How about 80s and more?
Oh man, so we're right up your alley over
absolutely.
here. Look at this.
Listen, I was talking with her in the hallway during the commercial break, and she was telling me about this. It sounds like an awful radio show she does on college radio at this Washington.
Hold on, you're telling her radio show sounds awful?
Well, I said, she told me what. Anyway, listen, she does like an oldies show, like 60s, 70s, and 80s type stuff, right?
And he looked me point blank and he said, "Oh, that sounds terrible."
That sounds terrible.
Why would it sound terrible? What is wrong with
it? Does. I mean,
Fester,
come on.
you've got no filter.
Trying to ruin
Said
another
I had
career.
no talent.
Hold on. Do you want to hear her do a break? You want to hear her do a segment?
Fester,
It's not even no filter. It's just rude.
She goes, what do you think of this? And she goes, hey, this is what you're on the big
Why are you talking like this?
That's how she sounded, right?
He sounds outrageous.
She's like, you're on the big flamethrower with MK, and that's her
She's
crazy.
probably better than you ever were.
Yeah, Fester, you're an awful DJ.
Yeah, you can't
I'm
operate the
terrible.
equipment.
You're terrible. All right, so Mackenzie, let me hear a little radio shtick on what you would say on your radio show.
Let her put her cans back on. Put the headphones back on. I got it.
So,
I gotta get all prepared.
give us just a little sample, but we only have a few minutes left in the show.
Take your time, Mackenzie.
So I'm on 91.5, the WLUR. So I'd go 91.5 WLUR, just past 6 p.m. here in Lexington. And it's time for DJ MK's Hits of the Golden Age. We've got a great lineup for you today. AC/DC, Foreigner, Stevie Wonder. We've got a lot of range here tonight. Let's kick it off with something a little smooth. And then I'll play something.
Ooh,
Yeah, you
nice.
like better than you.
No, that's
Fester, you
What'd
suck.
I tell you?
that's much better than anything Fester's ever done.
She's
All right,
great.
so the other Taylor is very good. So the other Taylor Swift item was that she's given the truck drivers that haul the tractor trailers full of all the stage equipment. It's like an enormous. What did we see? They had like 50.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Like 50 trucks. She's giving each one of the truck drivers a $100,000 bonus.
Whoa.
Yeah, she gave about $5 million
Yeah, 'cause
altogether.
she's making $1 billion. Seriously,
Yeah,
she's
but
making.
still, she's so generous.
She's well. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You can't even give me and Fester and Roxanne an extra $10 bill around here.
What are you talking about? All right, so anyway, she's giving her truck drivers that haul all that equipment around a $100,000 bonus. All right, we got to roll. Man, it's been a jammed up, crowded Wednesday program. We'll see you back here tomorrow for the Thursday show here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Don't forget the $1,000 song is on the way sometime before 6 o'clock tonight, so good luck